Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shenanigans ttRPG, and we play Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you for joining us. This is episode number 37 of our ongoing, persistent homebrew Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We are glad to be here. The end is near. I'm not sure how many episodes we have left, but we are in the final act. We are in the end game now. So it approaches. I'm not going to do any announcements. Well, no, that's not true. There's one announcement that is important that I have to make. Next Monday is Memorial Day, so we're not having a session next Monday. We will be off on Monday. I think it's May 31st, which is Memorial Day. The next time you will see us for episode number 38 is Monday, June 7th. Monday, June 7th will be our next show. So really quickly, before we get into the activities, if we could go around the Zoom room and you guys could introduce yourselves and your characters. Don't forget, tell us your level. Tell us what your character looks like. Tell us why we should love you. Who PI usually starts, right?
Okay, can you hear me?
Can hear you perfectly.
All right, good. So my character's name is Pia. He is a navy blue tiefling warlock. He has black hair and black horns. He's very handsome, very fit. And you should love him because he is the strongest and most powerful being in the natural ones.
Who's next?
Theoden from the high mountains with his faithful companion Chester. He is a blink dog and gray beefed up pit bull and just adorable.
This is a true statement.
As for Theoden himself, not so adorable. Very big nose, warts on his face, very thick beard that's extremely dirty. He has a cluster of bugs living inside of it. One of my favorite features. And he's not too quick on his toes.
No.
Or in the head.
Who's next?
I'm playing Sirach, level 15 ranger, level 3 warlock, tall, long silver hair, half elf, has a lion named Alistair. Reason you should love him is because Alistair and Sirach are the best duo out of all of the natural ones.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That is
Except
a
for
lie.
Sirach and Theoden.
Well, yes. Well,
Naturally.
Last
True.
but certainly not least.
The true best duo is Baka, my gnome, and Tora,
Soggy.
the tabby cat. Sagi he's an add-on. He's a point.
Oh, I
So,
love you, Baka. I love you, Baka.
aw.
At least someone does.
Yeah,
Jeez. Baka is a gnome rogue. He's white mohawk. He's a wee little lad, and he causes a lot of trouble and mischief. He likes to steal, just do whatever he can to make everyone's life a living hell. Honestly, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a few pets. He's got Ari the lion, Tora the tabby cat, and Sagi the weasel. And Sagi's a glutton. Tora thinks he's the actual leader of the group, and Ari is got ADHD.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's a real quick way to sum up exactly what they are. It's pretty good. Fifth member, unofficial member of the Natural Ones. His name is Harry. He is a dwarven cleric. Thinks of himself as a writer. Just imagine Peter Dinklage in season 1 before the beard and the hair got completely out of control. He's been, his arc is pretty interesting. He was a sheltered lad, with his uncle back in the underground city of Herg. And then, he saw the world. He was taught how to fight by Theoden and the Natural Ones. He got thrown down into the depths of hell and got the shit scared out of him. So now he's slowly recovering his psyche and his nerve. We'll see what happens with that. Really quickly, I don't want to go over too long. I'm already talking too much. The Natural Ones are in the city of Enosa. That is the capital city of a faction known as the Zentarum. The Zentarum is the seat of the throne, the monarchy that has been overthrown 2.5 years ago. There are a series of other factions that are vying for control in the power vacuum that is. And they found out that sooner or later, Prince Ryan, the son of King Arlick, wants to reclaim the throne in honor of his lost father. And that will happen soon. Exactly when, the party does not know. They will float around the city of Enosa, basically investigating to see what the city has to hold. They went to a magic shop. They found out the magic shop kind of sucks. Tewksbury's oddities. Lady Tewksbury said the original owner of the magic shop, his name is Landau. He basically fell to drinking and drugs and sold the shop. And now he's basically, his life is ruined and he's working in in the back of a kitchen in a dive in the city somewhere. They located Landau. They found out that the reason why Landau has gone to drinking and drugs is because he lost his wife. And the party has very, I'm very proud of them. They actually said, you know what, dude, we're going to bring your wife back. Of course, there's a catch. Landau is an amazing enchanter, and they're hoping that he can create these uber epic items before the end game comes. So obviously, tit for tat, one hand washes the other. So as we left off, they were heading. Landau was leading the group, the natural ones that you see before you, to the main cemetery in Osa. Night is falling soon. The sun is going down. It is cold. They are in the desert technically. So during the daytime, it is relatively warm, but at night it gets very, very cold. So you're feeling that breeze come off the sands of the desert, starting to get cold as you walk your way through the tombstones, following Landau through and around. You're expecting him to lead you to a head marker where his wife has been laid to rest. But he does not stop at a tombstone. Then he leads you onward to another section where there are mausoleums. Mausoleums are like those little houses in cemeteries.
Mm-hmm.
So he weaves in and out of the mausoleums, and of course you're expecting you never bothered to ask Landau what his last name was, so you're kind of not sure which one of these mausoleums seats his love of his life, his wife. But he doesn't stop at a mausoleum either. You notice a house.
I figured.
Go for it.
Wait. I figured we just wait until he stops. I mean, I'll throw it in there. I'll be like, I'll be like, I say, which one's hers?
He doesn't say anything. He just looks over his shoulder. He has a solemn, kind of sad look on his face, and just continues to lead the party without mention of her name, or his own, for that matter, if it's a surname. And then you notice as you look up at some of these mausoleums, some of the mausoleums don't have names on them anyway. So it's kind of, it's a moot point anyway.
All right, well, I guess we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah. So you lead up a hill, and you notice at the top of the hill is a large house in the actual edge of the property, overlooking the entire cemetery. This house kind of looks like, you imagine that maybe the caretaker of the cemetery would perhaps live here. It's not a mansion, but it is an impressive house. It looks like it's a multi-level with a front porch and steps that lead up, and it's dark on the inside. Then again, it's twilight, so it's not like you would see the lights turned on in the inside at this time of the day anyway. He leads you up to the front steps, stopping in front of double doors, turns around, and with a really sad, genuine look on his face, he says, I told you the truth, gentlemen, but I didn't tell you the whole truth, and I want to apologize now. I hope you can still help me.
What
would have been good to know.
And he turns around and opens the two double doors and leads you down a long hallway. The inside, he stops. He turns around and looks at you.
Where are we going?
I think that it would make more sense for you to see with your own eyes, and you'll probably understand better than it's very difficult to explain. He stops there.
Love you guys. Let's go.
So he turns
It was
around and
nice working with you.
he leads you through the house. The house has this magnificent staircase leading up down the center with this kind of like second story. It looks more majestic and more mansion like on the inside as opposed to the out. It's one of those where the outside looks a little shoddy and broken down, but the inside has been kept immaculate. You notice there is an individual who looks like a member of the wait staff based on he's wearing kind of like a penguin suit, like something that's a butler or
Nice.
would wear. And he's dusting one of the side tables. He's not paying any attention to you guys. I would like everyone to make a perception check as Landau leads you upstairs, up that massive staircase, and you pass by this member of the wait staff, this butler.
Perception.
So what do we got for
12.
perception?
2 becomes
Yeah,
17.
17,
16.
16,
7.
7. Okay, so all right, 16 and 17 is Theoden and Baka. I would say that Pia and Sirach are mentally they're a little bit too transfixed on what the hell's going on to really notice. But the two of you, Baka and Theoden, notice a stench, a really horrible smell or odor emanates from this member of the waitstaff, this butler, who is a few feet to the right of you. His back is to
from Baka.
not from Baka. No, not from Baka.
No, if anyone would be coming from, it would be you.
that
Theoden.
is true, Theoden. If you want to get technical.
I mean, I don't even recall the last time you took a bath.
You're not the most hygienic.
Because he never has.
Either.
Well,
Never
that
has.
was when he was washed by those people that one
yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was still like years ago, it feels like.
That was a while.
It was a while. Yeah. A couple months.
So you're led up these stairs. He opens up a second set of double doors on the interior of this beautiful house. You walk beyond a gorgeous crystal chandelier underneath, lit by candles. He opens the door, walks in, and what I could describe as perhaps the most impressive room in the house. And if this is not the most impressive room in the house, this is certainly one hell of a house because bookcases line the walls. There are thousands of books. There are several members of this wait staff, butlers and maids, basically dusting, cleaning, sweeping, keeping.
Are they undead?
Make another perception check. Just
Do
you,
they
Baka.
smell?
Guidance?
You can't guide this because you're unaware that
well-
he's.
Oh, yeah,
thinking
okay.
this.
They
17.
they all smell.
With a 17, it would require that you break free from the group and actually approach one of them in a stealthy way. Are you going to break free from the group and approach one of these butlers
Yeah.
on the sneak tip?
I'll do it.
Absolutely. So give me a stealth check, please.
What is it now?
Hey, do a stealth check for
Uh,
me, please.
Only a 31.
Only a 31. He is the rogue of the group, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
So in any
Only,
event,
yeah.
even if
Yeah,
he had-
only.
even if he had failed his role, I rolled a 3 for the perception check for the butler that he kind of sneaks up behind. And Baka, without a doubt, even without an investigation check, this is an undead creature wearing a butler's outfit cleaning. This is the mottled skin is hanging off the side of this person's face. So,
Okay,
yes,
okay. So this
It-
is
yes.
this is good. This is
So
good.
now, as
Okay,
he
I'm gonna sneak back to the line and not say anything.
okay, just give
not
me
say anything.
just give me another stealth check.
So you're not telling us.
Nope.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
So
Cocked.
you guys are
Are
completely.
you wait? Are you gonna? You didn't ask my roll.
I'm almost certain that you got like a 25. I rolled terribly for my perception.
was
A
like
check.
There's
2
only a-
becomes a 46.
What'd you get,
2
Baka?
actually becomes a 28. Just so you know.
28.
A 2
Wow.
becomes a 28.
So in order for me to notice you, I needed to roll a natural 20 anyway.
But I got a 30.
Oh, dirty 30.
Yeah,
Outstanding. Yes.
Dirty,
Um,
dirty.
Ladies and
my
gentlemen,
modifier is the lowest I can ever get on a stealth check now is 28.
he lives for these roles, ladies and gentlemen. He
Mm.
lives for these roles. So anyway,
And he'll die for these rules.
it may happen. We need to
You need a
gotta
dragon
happen.
with plus
someday.
20 perception.
Someday. So
There will
anyway,
be a dragon.
that's always dragons have the insanely high perception. And I can't wait. But anyway, we have to actually find one first. So
Oh, you got
here's
3.
the situation. Landau leads you into the middle of this room. The occupants of the room are not really all that interested in your presence. They have duties of their own to accomplish. Apparently, they've been set to tasks like keep the room tidy and neat for the I guess the owner of this house. The owner of this house is sitting in front of a massive fireplace, which is currently burning. She is sitting in a chair, and I say she because you can see from her profile that that she's wearing a long dress and she has long dark hair. The chair is tilted to the side, kind of so that you can see the side of her. Landau calls out to what you assume is his alive wife, very much alive. So apparently he didn't tell you the whole truth. And he says, Karen, he calls out, and she turns and looks at you, and without a perception check, she certainly looks very much alive.
Okay.
But I would like
undead.
you guys to make a perception check though to see what you can see in this low light environment.
17.
17.
17.
17.
I'm rolling like crap right now.
18.
18.
Ooh.
And Thaden. Is Thaden with us?
21.
21. Okay.
Saving
so
the day again.
yes, Thaden is the only one that notices. Now this is
Wait,
this
is
not,
there any chance I noticed since I've already examined the butler?
Oh,
no.
no, I'm sorry.
Hey, shut the
You have, let's put it this way. Baka, you're using the powers of deduction. Because the fact that the waiter or the butler was a member of the undead, it would only be logical, like you said in real life, that obviously she's undead as well. But as far as noticing something about her profile and about the conversation between her and Landau, only Thaden notices. Thaden, you notice that her skin is a weird color gray, and there's something wrong with one of her eyes.
Hot.
So you're not really
Nice.
sure what that means because you didn't succeed on the
Her
previous
skin
roll.
is gray.
Skin is gray.
Like very gray or like
Like a
or
mottled.
Jacob gray.
No, we're not talking about Jacob Gray. We're talking about take Jacob Gray and then make it like three
And
more
like
shades
make
gray.
it like gray.
Yes, make it gray. Exactly.
Alright.
So Karen, as he introduced the person sitting in this chair in front of the fireplace, basically turns and stands and approaches her husband. We can only assume. She keeps maybe a 15-foot distance from the whole group, and she says, "Oh, my love, my sweet, you've brought me toys to play with." And Landau says, "I didn't bring you toys to play with. This has to end. I need you to come back to me. I need this to stop. They're here to help."
Wait, what kind of toys?
She smiles and looks at you.
You led me right into it.
I couldn't help myself. You couldn't help yourself. I love it. So she says, she looks at you and smiles and winks one of the eye that basically doesn't function. It's got a weird kind of,
Nice. I like it.
yeah, I don't know if you imagine an eye kind of spinning in its socket as she tries to blink. It does not as attractive as you imagine.
Oh.
But she
Okay.
continues the conversation with her husband and says, Landau says, they're here to help me fix you. And she says, "Darling," she touches her neck, and she says, "Darling, with the gifts you've given me throughout the years, there's no need to fix me. I'm perfect exactly the way I am." And he says, "They're here to bring you back." And she says,
She's undead.
she says, "There's no need, my darling. You've done everything that you could do in order to make me the most powerful version of what I am. And there's nothing that I will do in order to give up this power. So now, again, maybe you friends would love to introduce themselves before the game shall begin. Who is this lovely looking dwarf? No, not you with the blonde, scruggly hair. I want the one with the nose. What is your name? The one with the nose."
Theoden of the high mountains.
Well, hello.
And I'm gonna kneel.
Oh
and
my
stick
God.
out my hand.
And she basically holds out her hand in order for you to kiss her at the top of her hand.
And I'm gonna lick it and wink at her.
Okay, it's disgusting, Ed, because there are flies buzzing around her hand.
There's
you
flies
realize-
on my mouth all day, my friend.
Exactly. So, but the good news is that without a perception check, you are now fully aware that she is an undead creature, and she is radiating with power.
Tell me, who smells better, Theoden or her?
It is a tough call, guys. But I would
That
have to
sounds
say
like
that
a
I would
tough
have to
call.
say she probably smells a little bit worse than Theoden.
Too bad.
So she looks around the room to the rest of them. You one thing you do notice, which is pretty interesting, is Harry, who's kind of towards the back of the group in the middle of the room. I would say with your passive perceptions, you notice that he basically, for the first time in a few weeks, has pulled out one of his book and a quill, and he's actually furiously writing in his book the events of what's going on. So that's a good sign to see that he's back to his writing.
I'm
you
actually
also-
really happy about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You also notice the three animals that are battle pets: the two lion cubs and the blink dog Chester. All three of them are growling. They have not attacked, but they're growling at this female because they can sense the overwhelming
Yeah.
power that emanates from her. You
Great.
could taste it almost like in waves. And she goes, "Oh, the one with the mohawk. What is your name, little one?"
Wow, that kind of sounded condescending. I'm Baka, and you're undead. What are you?
Yes, I am.
What are you?
I am not undead. I am forever. Thanks to my lovely husband before you. It has been
I
my
like how you
desire.
put that.
What are you, a lich?
It is these terms. Why would we even concern ourselves with such macabre terms?
Why do
I
we
am
need
a-
labels?
Why should we label ourselves? I am been seeking power in my magic use for my whole life. And my husband has finally delivered on his promise to create me an item that will turn me into the most powerful magic user in the realm. And now I bask in the glory of his gifts. And nothing will stop me now from learning, because now I have immortality to learn all the secrets of the arcane. So you are welcome in my home, of course. Just if you wish to, I think you to stay safe. You should certainly not venture out in the night through the cemetery. But if you stay here in my home, you are welcome. And you can see Landau's basically like he's got his head down like this, and he looks miserable and he looks downfallen. So what about the blue one? The blue one with the lovely horns. What is your name?
Pia. And I go to shake her hand. Big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Big
Fan.
You
Have her sign
Big
your
fan of
ass.
Forever.
what's interesting, Pia, is that she is maybe 5'2", 5'3". You tower over her, especially with the horns. She looks very thin and waif-like, but when she grips your hand for the handshake, you feel like she almost literally almost crushes the bones in your hands. Like you got like a hand shook by like a truck driver.
Right.
Yeah, so that was a surprising little experience there. Eventually, she lets go. In fact, make a Constitution check, Pia.
Oh dear. Hold on, I'm sorry. 14.
14. With a 14, you narrowly avoid cringing visibly and actually dropping down to one knee from the pain, from the crunching nature. You feel the bones in your hands start to like crinkle, but you're able to hold it and not embarrass yourself.
It's an outstanding grip. I'm
She
impressed.
smiles and she lets go at some point. And you do everything in your power not to shake it off like this.
Yeah.
So, and what about the silver-haired one? What would your name be?
My name is Sirach. I will give her a bow and thank her for her hospitality.
Yeah. She gives you a return bow. At this point, Harry slams his book closed, shoves it in his belt, and very un-Harry-like steps forward and goes, "What is this? Landau, we need an explanation here. I need what's going on here.
Someone
You
was
told
gonna
us
say
she
it.
was dead. and that you needed to resurrect her or bring her back from the dead. At that, what do they call it? Landau is speechless. He basically doesn't know what to say.
Damn it, Harry.
Karen, the undead hostess, basically
Karen.
says the undead
Karen.
hostess. Yeah. So
Oh,
she
God.
basically she turns around and she goes, "There's no need to raise something that is now the forever living, or the forever unliving. Their spells would never work on me, little one." And at which point, finally, Landau speaks up after keeping a silence for this entire exchange and says, "Gentlemen, I love my wife. I created something for her in her quest for the arcane power that she has always thirsted after. And unfortunately, my desire to create something more powerful, it is in some way cursed her and turned her into this."
What
And
the hell
he-
did you make her?
Frankenstein.
Like
Uh,
what can do this? Because I want one.
he looks at
What kind of milkshake was it?
he looks at you and kind of like cocks his head sideways like a dog that doesn't understand the command it was just given, and goes, "We could discuss parameters later. I think maybe I need your help, gentlemen."
So how do we go
But
about
we need to know
turning her
what it
back to a
is
normal
to
person?
She goes, "I would not consent to any such experimentation or inspection of what has become perfection." And she floats off the ground like
Oh dear God!
and you see
Why
basically
don't
like she looks like she's flexing her magical muscles, like, "Don't fuck with me or I'll blow you all up," kind of
Why
thing.
don't we just put
I
her down
mean-
and then resurrect her as a normal human?
I heard that, Mohawk boy.
That requires us
I-
killing her.
She's already
No
dead.
one's killing me. No one you cannot kill the unkillable, she says, as she starts to, you feel like this palpable purple energy start to radiate around her body. And you notice the I guess the minions, the waiting staff, the butlers and the maids drop their stuff and start shambling forward in order to create a wall between you and the floating lich. Is there anything you would like to say or do? Because things seem like it's about to pop off. You get that feeling. You get that feeling, that electricity in the air right before a car accident happens in another
Look
realm
at
and time.
what you've done.
I'm just gonna like look at Landau and ask and like try to ask him for permission silently, like just wait for something.
He looks at you and he nods.
And all right, I fucking Misty step behind her and attack.
Okay, I will give
Oh,
you
I was
the
not
first
expecting this at all.
I will, a Misty step,
Already?
like Barry
He
Allen.
nodded.
Like Barry Allen, the gnome rogue Baka, basically with lightning at his feet, zooms through her and behind her and swings one of his melee weapons, I'm assuming, as
Yeah, the historian.
the historian sword. As this combat now kicks off, I need everyone, I will give you the first attack, Baka, but
Yeah.
everyone needs to roll initiative because combat has now begun
We roll
with
initiative
the
first.
lich on the hill. Okay,
Oh,
Karen.
yeah.
All right, so everybody roll initiative. Hold on to your number. I will roll a couple of initiatives myself.
Couple.
Let me just grab my board. got
I
a lot
mean,
of
come
stuff.
on, guys. What do you think was gonna happen?
I
Okay.
thought we were gonna have a nice cup of tea.
There's
Yeah,
no
I
chance.
thought we would like.
Thought we were gonna like
Yeah.
stand
It's
in
like-
a circle and pray and res and
She's not gonna let
it's
it
gonna be a
happen.
great story.
She's not gonna
I
let
mean,
that happen. The
She
only
could
way
have been
that-
our ally. If she's also powerful, then she could have fought with us or for us.
That's damn right.
She could have, but then we wouldn't.
We
get
could
the
have just
magic
sat there.
items. I want magic items. I don't.
That's what it's about.
Well, now you got to earn them.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. You heard it. Everybody
Well-
else, take a seat. Baka's got this one.
All right, anybody higher than a 20 on their
Let's take a
initiative?
knee.
Yeah,
Dirty
25.
20.
So we've got Baka at 25. So he will, in effect, almost get 2 attacks, 2+ to start the combat round because he acted first. We have a dirty 20 for Pia. Okay. Anybody else roll a dirty 20 or higher? How about 20 to 15?
15.
15 for Sirach. 15 to 10, or anybody higher than a 15?
I got a 14.
14 for Theoden. And so we have Baka, Pia. Okay, so now with Pia, let's with Sirach, we will have the battle pet Alistair will go at the same turn as you. Theoden will go on the initiative roll of 14, but also Chester. And I will allow. Do me a favor, Baka. Could you just make a separate roll for Ari, only because he wouldn't react as quickly as you do. That's insane.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know what his initiative is. I think it's
Well, just give it like
plus
give
his
it,
dexterity.
yeah, plus dexterity, like a +2, I would assume.
His is +3, so it's he got 11.
11. So 11 for Ari, the mountable lion cub for Baka, the gnome rogue. Harry got a 10.
Get my stuff.
All right, so I'm just want to make sure I have everybody. Okay, boom. Baka,
76.
Pia, Alistair, Chester, Sirach, Theoden, Ari. Harry is at the bottom. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So now before we kick off the combat officially into the initiative, you used your Misty Step as a bonus action, went behind and took a swing with your Astorian sword behind Karen. No relation to the Karens of our world, but
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll to attack.
Roll to attack, please. And then after this attack, we will.
I got a natural 20.
Hey, listen, beautiful. Listen, if you roll a natural 20, I love it. Outstanding. Those of you that are unaware, I trust my players to roll high. I don't really care if they want to roll 37s and 46s. I don't care. I'm here to tell a story. I'm having a great time regardless. But if it's situations having to do with death saving throws and in occasional PvP situations, I do not encourage. We are cooperating with each other. We are not competitive, in theory at least. I don't like it when players fight each other. But every once in a while, there are PvP situations, player versus player. In those cases and in death saving throws, we use an app on the phone so that we can stay on the level with the rolls. But other than that, I use the honor system. So you rolled a natural 20.
Well, I have a question because I didn't want to interrupt you when you're
no problem.
monologuing.
Go for it.
I wanted to use my new ability. Oh no, this is for my first attack, which is kind of technically a sneak attack. Never mind. Forget it.
Okay.
I can't do it because I'm only getting the one attack this turn.
You're only getting the one. You're only getting the one attack. It's
Never
basically
mind,
a surprise attack.
So
But this one attack is a crit. So I want you to double everything.
Yeah. 6, 11, 13 plus 9, 13.
Slash of the undead.
So it's 20. That's 44.
44 points of damage slashes her behind her head, nearly taking her head clean off. That was certainly unexpected. Your jaws have dropped open. Everyone is exactly. And then now starting with the combat round, Baka, what would you like to do?
Going again, historian. Well, I'm gonna use what's it fucking called? God, versatile trickster to like distract her with mage hand. So basically, I'm gonna.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Action.
What I was gonna say is using mage hand. Is mage hand uses your bonus action?
No. Versatile trickster is.
No. I know the versatile trickster, but I also when you cast mage hand, does it take an action?
It's technically I think an action spell, but
no, because that's the way it works. The way it works is that you would lose one of your
not with versatile trickster.
Let me double check it. Hold on. I got the book because I know that you have to. Well, the thing is that you have to bring the hand out, and then once you bring the hand out, it floats around. But you originally, when you take mage hand out, you have to use either an action or a bonus action to get the hand out, and then after that, it's floating around the battlefield, and then you could basically use it to distract people. It's not like you have to cast it every single round, but you have to initially get the hand out. So I have to see if it's an action to
go ahead.
Yeah, so let's see. Sorry for the delay, folks. And Mage Hand is a first level spell or a cantrip?
Well, I'm not using it as Mage Hand. I'm using it as Versatile Trickster.
No. I know you're using it as Versatile Trickster, and you're going to get the effect of Versatile Trickster. I'm saying even though it's Versatile Trickster, Mage Hand is still a spell.
Yeah, you have to cast Mage Hand, and then you get to use Mage Hand that's out as a distraction from there.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to find out is it your action to first cast Mage Hand, or can it be cast as a bonus action? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's go with Warlock Wizard. Mage
bonus action.
Hand. Mage Hand is a cantrip, so that's cool. All right, so Mage Hand. Oh, Mage Hand. Let me just see what the first
action.
It's an action. Okay, so the way it works is that the first time you bring the mage hand out, you have to use your
Wait till the
action
mage
to
hand.
take it out.
Yeah,
Then once it's out, it doesn't go away. It's basically floating around with you. And then I think from that point on, you use a bonus action, I think, to use it to get the special
Fair enough.
ability.
All
of
right,
it.
so I'll use one of my actions, mage hand.
Okay, so the action mage hand is now out. What would you like to do with I know that you well, I'll tell you what, hold on a second. Because you are a fighter, and fighter gives you multiple swings.
Yep.
I would say that how many swings do you normally get in action? Because I don't want to cheat you out.
Two main hands, one offhand.
Well, I would say that you should at the very least get the offhand in the round that you use your action to take the hand out, to cast the cantrip.
So I'll use one of my main hands, and then I'll get still one more main hand and one offhand.
Yes, that works for me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use mage hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use versatile trickster or distractor, basically shoving the main hand, the mage hand into her eyes. I'm going to poke her in the eyes,
Okay.
or her good eye actually. So I get my sneak attack now. I'm doing that.
Well, I'm not 100. This is the first time we're using the ability. I just want to make sure
it
that
triggers sneak attack.
No, I know that, but I want to make sure that I'm not
Okay,
I want to make sure that I'm not accidentally breaking it. I just want to make sure it is. Let me just double check though, like you said, whether it's in the same round that it comes out. Oh, do you use it or use it from the point on?
I don't see that as.
Yeah, if it doesn't say it,
down.
I'll rule it that way. But let's see. All right, and I'm only really talking about the first round that it comes out. It's not an issue after that. If you want to use it to get your sneak attack damage and to give you advantage on the roll, it's totally cool. I'm just concerned about the first round that it comes out.
It doesn't say anything about that.
Doesn't say arcane trickster, versatile trickster. Yeah. As a bonus action on your turn, you can designate. So you use your action the first round that comes out, and then basically after that it's your bonus action from that point on. All right, you know what? Since it doesn't say it, yeah, absolutely. You get at least one sneak attack even on the first round of action. Perfect. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Okay. So you stick her in the eyes
And
with the.
It also says I get advantage on all rolls until the end of the turn.
Cool. Absolutely. So you'll get advantage on all rolls, but you can't get the sneak attack damage on every single roll.
Of course.
You can only sneak attack only once. Yes.
I'm going to attack.
Go for it.
All right. So I got a 17 plus something plus a lot. The historian is plus 14, so 31 to hit.
31 to hit is a hit. Absolutely.
Okay. Plus my sneak attack damage. Shit. So 9, 14, 17, 18 with the historian. And I get 76 now with sneak attack.
Yes. Kill the bitch.
I'll try. 6.
Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that.
9.
Got a little
10.
excited.
I only had 19 damage sneak attack. I rolled bad.
Okay, 19 damage.
So
put that
it's
down.
19 plus. 19? What did I say before?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to you. I just thought it was the 19.
I think it was 19 sneak attack damage plus the historian, which was I think like 19 damage as well or something.
Oh, so is it 38?
Yeah.
Just you need to add it up.
I think I'm underselling my historian, but I think I did around 20 damage. So just go with 19 plus 19.
Okay, so 38.
Yeah. Because my historian proxy on 2d6 radiant damage.
So basically, in a flurry of activity, you notice, guys, you're only vaguely aware in front of you that the hand has done anything because it's kind of like translucent and floating there. You notice that one of her eyeballs falls out of its socket and is hanging from a thread on the side of her face, the one that looked like it was a little off. And she squints and screams and goes, "You bastard!" She basically is occupied with putting the eyeball back in its spot. And that gives you the advantage, basically, as you start carving away at her from behind. So
offhand is 31.
31 is a hit. Roll for damage.
That's a d6 too. Okay, that's only 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. No
but
problem. Yes.
I'm going to use my action surge.
Action surge is a fighter ability. Now, is action surge? Go for it. Action surge allows you basically another action round. So this should give you probably 3 more attacks, no?
No, I think it only gives me 1 main hand.
Okay,
Unless,
go for it.
Unless you say other.
Well,
unless
let's
I'm
do
wrong.
1 main hand, and I will do the research during the week. So you may
I'll
get
look,
it.
I'll
You
look
may
it up
get,
in between my rounds.
there we go.
Okay. Oh, I get a 19 plus something. So I'm assuming that hits.
I don't know. What's the total number?
33.
33 is a hit.
Okay.
So the final strike.
Chris, who's next in
It's-
combat?
It's just 16.
Next one in combat is Pia. Unless,
100 seconds, 2
unless of course the Lich takes some of its legendary actions and lair actions.
It is a lich.
Yeah,
I was right.
I think it's pretty obvious at this point.
I mean, she has a phylactery somewhere. I did 109 damage.
Yes. So you're done with your damage.
I am done.
Outstanding.
Sure.
No.
So now Pia is next in the combat round, and I'm sorry, Pia, you're gonna have to wait because the Lich has things called legendary actions,
She's
and
not happy.
she can choose basically at her whim to break the initiative round and go when she chooses. So you just have to wait a little bit longer.
That's
All
fine.
right. So first thing she's gonna do is she's gonna use one of her lair actions. Let's see. Which one should I use?
Sorry,
right.
guys.
The Lich calls forth the spirits of creatures that died in its lair. These apparitions materialize and attack one creature that the Lich can see within 60 feet. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, and it is necrotic damage. Baka, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Of course, Chris.
She turns
Oh,
around and screams at you, and you feel as if the air in the room sucks out like a vacuum. And all of a sudden, these apparitions and ghost creatures come flowing into and through your body, Baka.
Give me 1 sec. I'm looking up gnome cunning.
Yeah.
Gnome cunning.
Gnome cunning.
No, it doesn't protect my constitution. Okay.
Constitution saving throw, please.
It's just a saving throw.
Just a saving throw.
Yeah, 16.
16. A 16 is a fail. On the fail, let's see. You take 15d6 necrotic damage. 15d6, the average is 52 points of damage. So I'll just go with that instead of rolling 15 6-siders. So you take 52 points of necrotic damage on her lair action attack.
Okay.
Okay. And then now I'm going to hold off on, should I hold off on a legendary action? Let's see.
That's entirely your
I might as well, you know what? I might as well use, because she's got 3 of them every round. So I might as well use, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's do Disrupt Life, which costs all 3 actions this round. She basically is so furious that her eyeball fell out. She screams at the top of her lungs, Landau, this is your fault. You never told me that the damage would be permanent. And she's trying to get her eyeball to stay back in, and she just lashes out with something called Disrupt Life. Each living creature within 20 feet of the Lich must make a Constitution saving throw against its magic. So everyone is within 20 feet of her. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Let's start with Pia.
That is a 18.
18. 18 is a success.
Actually, wait. Oh yeah, it is 18.
18 is a success. You take
21.
half. You
Oh
take
my
half
fucking
necrotic
God.
damage. You, instead of taking 21, you take 11 points of necrotic damage. Pia, please.
Okay.
I want Sirach. Sirach, what is your Constitution saving throw?
16.
Oh my God,
16.
no way.
Are you okay?
I rolled a 3 and my cat hit the dice and got a 20. Does that count?
No, it doesn't. Sorry. If the cat was the player character, actually, you know what? I think you should keep the cat around for future rolls, though. That's pretty lucky.
You should have just said it was a 20 and just kept your damn mouth shut.
None of us
You
did.
should have pulled a Baka. I mean, what?
We're
Oh.
just playing on it.
I'm almost tempted to give you
He's
credit
rolling.
for it because of your honesty, but I'm sorry. You're going to have to lie next
Oh,
time.
that was cool though.
So anyway, so now Sirach failed the roll.
boy.
Sirach, you take 21 points of necrotic damage. Baka, what did you roll for your Constitution saving throw?
It was a 21.
21. You take half necrotic damage. You take an additional 11
11.
points of necrotic damage.
I'm still higher than like.
Theoden, you take 21 points of necrotic damage. Harry, let me write Harry down. Harry takes, let me actually roll for Harry, Constitution saving throw. He
Chris.
fails, takes 21. Yes, what's up?
Action surge only gives me 1 attack.
Okay, cool. Good.
Not
No, that's cool. I'm good. Thank you for double checking. Okay, so Harry seems to be blasted. Now I also need Sirach. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for Alistair, your
God damn
lion
it.
cubs?
We gotta do the cubs.
Lion
too.
cub.
Oh yes.
That's going to be a
Poor
14.
Alice.
I took
14.
28.
No, you didn't take 28. You took 22. No, I'm sorry, 21. 21 points of
21,
necrotic damage. 21. Okay, Sirach, if you could, 21 points
21.
of necrotic damage to Alistair. What is Alistair at?
36.
36. Oof, poor Alistair. Could you make a roll for Ari, your lion cub,
I
Baka,
did.
please?
You got a 20.
A 20. He succeeds. The damage is cut in half. 11 points of necrotic damage for Alistair. Theoden, I'm sorry, yes, Ari. Theoden, if you could give me a roll for Chester the Blink Dog, a Constitution saving throw, please.
We got a new dice. My cat lost mine.
Oh, well, you know what? That's the price you pay for a natural 20 that doesn't get,
I
the
know.
cat's like, oh no.
17.
17 is a fail. Chester takes
a fail.
Yes, Chester takes 21 points of necrotic damage.
Chester's dead.
God damn it.
How many hit points does Chester have left?
Well, he's 52 minus 21.
52 minus 21 is, I think, 31. I think so. He has 31 hit points left.
Buddy.
How many hit points does Ari have left, Baka?
53.
Okay, cool. All right, so now that is her lair action, and she used all 3 of her legendary actions on the disrupt life. On this particular combat round, she regenerates all of her legendary actions next round, but that's not until all of you guys go. So Pia, what would you like to do? She looks furious. She's
okay. Yeah, I see that. Now,
fumbling. The only thing that's distracting is she's fumbling with that eyeball, but other than that, she's not paying any attention to you.
Hang on, I just want to remember what this does.
Pia is our navy blue tiefling warlock, for those of you that have come to the show and don't know.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm breaking out the Blade of Disaster.
Blade of Disaster. Tell us what Blade of Disaster does.
So basically, it's like spiritual weapon. You summon this like weird, crazy weapon that will attack with me.
Nice.
And
nice.
this one,
what's the range? And can you drop it wherever you want?
Let me pull it up. Just make sure I'm not bullshitting nobody.
Cool.
60 feet, but it's 120 for me because I have spell sniper.
Nice. Up to 120 feet away. She's only 15 feet away from you. So
all right.
It's easy
So
enough.
yeah, I'm gonna just summon it right in her face.
Right in her face. Boom.
Yep.
Swirling blades, spectral, purple, necrotic blades basically come flying out of thin air and start carving her up like a turkey. What is it? Does it automatically hit, or do you need to roll to hit?
I just create it. The blade lasts for its duration. When you cast it, you can make up to 2 melee spells attack, each one against a creature, loose object, blah, blah, blah.
Does it attack on the round that you created?
It says as a bonus action on my turn, I can move the blade. It doesn't say if I can use it the same turn that I summon it.
Well, I'm going to assume
spiritual weapon?
I'm going to assume because spiritual weapon allows you to attack the round that appears that it's the same principle. So I
guess my action summons it, and then my bonus action is to use it.
That would make sense. That would
Okay.
make sense.
So
So now, but the point is that do you roll to hit, or do I roll some sort of like?
I roll
dexterity?
to hit.
Okay, so give me a roll.
Okay.
So what is it? It attacks twice.
Yeah, it has 2 hits, and it's
Go for
4d12 force damage. If it's a crit, which would be 18, 19, or 20 on the d20, it does an extra 8d12 for a total of 12d12.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's do
All
it.
right, and this one looks like a big scythe.
Scythe.
Yeah. I'm
All
gonna
right.
roll. Ooh, I rolled a 13 plus. I'm assuming I just use my regular.
Yes, it's your whatever your magical bonus is.
Yeah, that's plus another 13. So that's
26 hits.
26,
It
so that
strikes. It strikes. What? Do some damage, please.
all right. So then that's 4d12.
It's force damage. What is the other type of damage? Or is it all
It's
force?
just force.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, all right. So we
Cool.
got 3, 12. 24 points of damage.
24. Got it.
Yep.
She looks like she's a mess already. I got to be completely honest with you.
Well, she better brace herself because
And we know she's undead, right?
Yes, you are aware of the fact that she is undead. She's got her eyeball. She's got her eyeball falling out. So
You're for well, you still get a main attack, Jacob. Don't
Huh?
you? Don't you still get a main attack with that?
I have to do one more. It gets 2 attacks,
Right.
and then my action was just summoning it. So
yeah, exactly.
Yep. So one more roll to hit. That's what is that? 11 plus 13.
11 plus 13 is a 24. That's a hit. That's a hit.
All right, wonderful. So then that is
These greenish purple infused
29 points of damage.
29. My God.
Boom.
She is a mess. That one cut her across the Adam's apple, or lack of thereof, severing her vocal cords, severing her esophagus. She doesn't breathe anymore, so at least it's not something her blood. She's not going to choke on her own blood because her blood doesn't flow. But you could just see that sooner or later, if she keeps taking hits like this, her body's just going to fall apart. And
to end my turn, I'm going to take like a couple big steps back.
Okay, absolutely.
I don't want to walk out, but I just want to keep my distance.
How far back do you want to move? It's a large chamber with a low ceiling.
How much space is behind me?
Oh, there's easily 50 feet behind you.
All right. Well, I'll just go like 10 feet back.
Gotcha. So by going 10 feet back, you are 25 feet away from her.
That's close enough. That's
okay. And you figure you're 10 feet behind your friends.
All right.
All right. So your turn is over.
Yes.
Okay. So Karen rolled a 20 for her initiative, so she gets her actual action.
Is it just Karen on the field?
Well, no, actually, it's Karen and 4 of her, basically her butlers and her waitresses, shambling forward, dropping their items to try to keep distance between you and her. But it hasn't succeeded because of the magical means in which you guys bridge the gap. Like, for instance, the spiritual weapon, the Blades of Disaster, apparated right in front of her. So it didn't matter that these ghouls were trying to keep a distance between you guys. They were trying to create like a flesh wall, but it just didn't work. So Karen will lich action to, let's see. She used her legendary action. She used her lich action, but she wants to use. Yeah, that's what she'll do. She will summon it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so she turns around and she says a word. Do any of you speak Undercommon as one of your languages?
Undercommon?
No.
It's called Undercommon. No? Okay, so let's just assume that she says some sort of weird word that you don't understand, and a suit of armor that you thought was just ceremonial and just, a suit of armor on display in the corner of the room suddenly apparates and starts charging forward. I'm going to roll initiative for the armor. Okay. Actually, that doesn't make sense, because if I roll initiative for the armor, here's what I'll do. It will attack on her action, and then from that point on, I will shove it into the initiative. So, okay, cool.
We're assuming she lives that long.
That's a good point. Let's see.
She might.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, if I know anything about liches, then
Okay.
definitely not going down.
I know a thing or two about liches.
So this massive suit of armor, this iron golem, basically charges forward, and I would say that since on the battlefield, most of you are clustered around the center of the room, and there's a wall of flesh ghouls, the waitstaff separating. Then there's the blades, and then Karen, and then behind Karen is Baka, and this suit of armor is behind that. It only makes sense that it would charge forward and attack the gnome rogue. So let's go with, only because he's closest to the back of the room. So let's go to it gets 2 attacks, 2 melee attacks. All right, and a recharge. Or I could do a poison breath. If I do the poison breath, then I have to recharge. You know what? Let me make a roll for the poison breath. It does not do the poison breath. The poison breath, excuse me. All right, so it'll just do the 2 melee attacks. Okay. Let's go. I get a plus 13. 5 plus 13 is an 18. Does an 18 hit you?
No.
You dodge out of the way of the first attack. Natural 20. So natural 20 does hit 20 plus 13 is a 33. Does the 33 hit you?
No.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Of course it hits me.
Okay. All right. So let's see. How much damage does it do? You're probably going to use.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
So if you use
I'm
what's it
halving,
called?
so it's whatever you're double to, you just normal it.
Exactly. So it's going to be the normal damage. So let's just say that it's a sword attack that slices you across the back. It's 3d10 plus 7. The average is 23 slashing damage. So just take 23 points of slashing damage from this iron golem that is now standing in melee range with you.
Okay, I'm at 107.
Okay. So he is now on the board. Karen has gone. The 4 ghouls again try to create a flesh wall to keep the group away from Karen, and they are going to attack. I will say they're probably going to attack some of the pets. The pets would charge forward. Pets aren't going to retreat. They would be right in the middle of this group. Let me see what I can do. Let's see. So if I've got Theoden and Sirach, Ari, let me just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do it that way. Okay. I'll do it randomly. It's the fairest way to do it. 1, 2, 3. Theoden. Actually, let me just go Theoden. I'll actually roll a whole bunch of them. Just these 4 attacks. Let me do. Oh, do they get more than 1 attack? Hold on a second. Nope, they get 1 attack each. The wait staff, the butlers and undead maids. Okay, so Theoden, Sirach, and Ari. Okay, so let's do 2 on Theoden.
Oh.
But it's 5 plus. It's actually a low roll, so 5 plus 5 is 10. Does the 10 hit you, Theoden?
No,
9 plus 5 is 14. Does a 14 hit you?
it does not.
So the weight staff, basically, you notice that it has claws, and it's basically grinding its claws against your shield, trying to pull your shield away from you. You're basically, it's scratching onto your armor, but it did not puncture you and did not touch any flesh or skin. So you're okay. This one is Sirach. 15 plus 5 is a 20. Is it 20? Oh no, I have to roll disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because you are using a cloak of displacement. So I rolled a 15 and an 11. 11 is one that counts. 11 plus 5 is 16. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, so he goes. One of the girls in that very cute maid outfit, but the skin falling off, unfortunately, kind of neuters the whole cute look. Tries to grab you, but you kind of phase in and out of existence, and it misses you entirely. And then the last one is going to be for Ari. Oh, Ari, 18 plus 5 is 23. So it hits. Let's see what could you make a well, first of all, it's 7 points of damage to Ari. 7 points. And I need a Constitution saving throw for Ari, please.
15.
15. Whatever effect it might have had on Ari, it appears that Ari has resisted the effect. So it's just 7 points of slashing damage. The ghouls are done. Next up is Alistair and Sirach. Alistair and Sirach, what are you guys doing?
All right. Well, I should probably deal with that maid that's in front of me now.
Yes, there is a maid right in front of you, trying to hug you. She's got a weird look on her face, like she wants to actually do you
Sexual favors.
Yeah, it almost seems like it.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it doesn't seem appetizing though. I gotta be honest with you.
All
Everyone
right,
wants to do that with Sirach. So.
I mean,
She's trying to wrap her arms
Theoden
around
tries
him.
every night.
She's trying to wrap her arms
try.
around him, and a tongue is coming
try.
out, trying to wrap her tongue around his face.
Oh my God.
And she's
long
like,
tongue.
he's like,
I like it.
ah.
That
Okay.
reminds
like
me of Scary Movie,
Yeah.
one of those comedy movies.
What would you like to do,
Yeah,
Sirach?
I will just start slicing and dicing.
Outstanding. Go for it.
Nat 20.
Nat
on the
20.
scimitar.
Nice. So double your damage. Homebrew rule. We don't double the dice. We double everything.
So that'll be
Oh.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. With that first slice, 18 points of damage, you nearly decapitate her. Her head is basically flopping to one side, but her body has not fallen.
All right. And then the rapier will be dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a hit.
That will be 10 points of damage.
The rapier, basically, you strike forward with it like a fencer, goes through one of her eyeballs and right out the back of her skull, and she drops like a ton of bricks. The maid is no more. She's gone. So what else would you like to do? There's only 3 left. 3 left in the waitstaff.
Well, I'll use my last melee attack on another waitstaff. So
Go
I'll
for it.
go
Go
over to
for
one of them.
Done.
With the scimitar, that's going to be an 18 to hit this time.
Okay, 18 to hit. 18 does hit one of these ghouls. Yes.
And that will be 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage is not enough to take. This is the guy that was dusting in the front hall. He's basically like a bald, bald, falling, shambling. He almost looks like Fred Munster from the Munsters, but whatever.
Okay.
The monsters.
I'll have Alistair come help me with that one, though.
Okay, Alistair
Call him
charges forward. Alistair, the lion cub, who's almost a full-fledged lion, charges forward and attacks. I think Alistair gets 2 attacks.
Nope. That first one's going to be a miss because it's only 7 to hit.
Okay. But he gets another bite attack.
That one will be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a hit. Please roll for damage. The lion, arr, arr, arr.
That will be 8 points of damage.
8 points is not enough to put it out of its misery. Imagine like those canine police videos where there's a dog basically grabbing the arm of someone and trying to shake it off. That's basically what's happening between the lion cub, Alistair, and this undead butler. So, but I think your turn is over. Is your turn over now?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's move to Chester, the Blink Dog, and Théoden,
How are you?
the Dwarven Cleric. Théoden, what would you like to do?
Théoden would like to use Turn Undead.
Turn Undead. Okay, so let's just look at this. That is one of your channel divinities.
I'm channeling that divinity.
Let me see something. Let me see just very quickly to see the power level that you are at level 18. You certainly, it's not turn, it's probably destroy undead.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but let's just see. I don't think you're powerful. You might not be
undead. I didn't think would be high enough.
Well, you might not be powerful enough to destroy Karen, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that the waitstaff wouldn't be fucking blown to bits.
That's true.
Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that. Hold on 1 second.
The CR is 4.
CR is 4. Oh, okay. Is it your limit is CR 4?
Yeah.
Cool. Then that you saved me the aggravation of looking it up.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So then, if that's the case, how many undead is there? Like a die number of how many that you're able to destroy? Or do I get like a wisdom saving throw or something?
When an undead fails its saving throw.
Saving
against the
throw.
undead.
Yes. So you know what? I will say that. Tell me how you convince these undead to flee from you. Give me some flavor, man. Talk to a loon. Let's do this.
Alone, show these disgusting hordes what we are made of.
And what do I see? What do I see?
You see a light. Each one of my fingers lights coming out of it. It's all bing, bing, bing.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
They're all white except for the middle one. Which is red.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So since the challenge rating of the 3 remaining undead are actually 2, and that's lower than a 4, I'm going to roll. What number do I have to beat? What is your
what number?
Yeah, like you have like
Spell save?
Yeah, you spell save.
19.
I got to beat a 19. 14 plus Constitution is a 0. Boom! Explodes into a flesh. The one that was fighting with Alistair explodes. Or was it Ari? I'm sorry, I take that back.
Ari.
Okay, the other one rolls a natural 20 and succeeds. That one explodes. Okay, so 2 out of the 3 explode.
Nice.
And then, so only one of them are basically still there. So nice job. Very cool. Let me just write this down. Ghouls 1 left, and let me wipe 2 of them away. Cool. All right.
Aiden, what'd you get on your initiative roll?
Me?
Yeah.
Theoden rolled a 14 on his
Yeah,
initiative.
not very
Okay.
good.
All right. So, what is Chester doing, Theoden?
Chester, wait, can I? Oh, I can't use a bonus action because it's a spell.
Yeah. I don't think you can use a bonus. Well, no, hold on a second. Let's wait a second.
It's a spell.
I
though.
would consider no. Hold on. Channel Divinity is not really a spell. Channel Divinity is like something that you can do that
All
would
right,
take your
spiritual
that would
weapon.
take your action. So I'm going to let you drop your spiritual weapon because Channel Divinity would be your action. If you're allowed a bonus action, you should be able to do it. So what does your spiritual weapon look like?
Ooh. It's a giant ukulele
Giant ukulele. I love it.
coming down.
Isn't
They
that
didn't
just
even
a
know what one of
guitar?
those is.
It's not a no. The ukulele is 4 strings.
I
Jake.
know.
Okay, so a 4-string guitar, basically a ukulele, comes down and smashes who over the head?
The servant.
The servant, the final servant. Go for it. Make a hit roll.
Hit roll.
Hit roll. Ukulele.
Ooh, 20,
Ding, 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 ding,
22.
ding, ding. 22 is a hit. Roll for damage, please.
22 is a hit. Oh shit! Where's my thing?
Roll for damage. Ukulele.
+5. 12.
12 points of damage does not disable the
Yeah,
butler.
but Chester's going after him right then and there.
Absolutely. Give me 2 hits for Chester. The blink dog. Row, 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 row. Big muscular pit bull,
Ooh,
gray, big, beautiful brown eyes. Adorable.
Absolutely adorable.
Little dumb.
Eh,
14
I love my master. Don't talk about me
and
like that. I
less
love
than
my
a
master.
15.
All right, so 15 and less than a 15. So that means that it's basically this undead wait staff member is doing its best to keep the dog at bay. It did not hit it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So the turn is over. Now, Ari, what is Ari doing?
Can I
Ari is 11.
Can I
Yes,
ask you a question? Can I just
sure.
forgo his turn right now just to pair it up with my turn?
Yeah, well, here's what you can do. You can hold his action until the end of the combat round, but it has
I mean,
to be holding
he
it for
is the
some.
last. He is the last of the combat round.
No. Well, not there's actually Harry and then something else.
Okay. Well, can I just,
You-
because you made me do it separately because
Yes,
I
you
charged in.
can.
Can I just forget this round and just have it paired up with Baka?
You can
Have it hold the action.
You can
Well,
hold
my
the,
action's not to the very next combat round though.
No, I know that. But when you hold an action, you have to hold it to do something specific. If you say I want to hold Ari to do X, Y, and Z, then it will be basically combined with what Baka does. But yeah, it has to be something specific. You can't just make it up at that point. So what is Ari going to do that will hold to the end of the round? It'll go first.
No, my question is starting next round, if I somehow do it, will he be on attacking the same turn as Baka?
Well,
That's
he
what I'm
will
trying-
be. Yes, he will be. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to get. Okay. That's all I want.
Because Baka's first. I mean, no, well, hold on a second. It won't be the same turn.
Because
it'll be
you
is-
only made me roll separately for Ari or for
Yes.
the pets.
Well,
And I wanted him to be paired up because some of the stuff I can do with Ari requires attacking the same turn.
Well, like I said, because they're back to back, maybe you can make it work. What I'm trying to say is that it seems unrealistic to get Ari to go at 20 to 25 every single round, because I mean, but you can pair it together, absolutely. But you can't do it specific. Like you don't know what you want.
I just don't know if it's gonna, shit's gonna go down in the last, I guess, 2 things.
Gotcha.
It probably will.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So,
I'll just have him attack the Lich.
Okay, so he's holding his attack for the Lich, his 2 bite attacks for the Lich, and he will go basically in the same round that you go at the top of the combat round. That makes sense because it's basically back to back. All right, so now what I have is I have Harry who's going to go, and he put his book away and he rolls. Oh, nice, Harry, you rolled a natural 20, which means he attacks. So Harry is going to what will Harry? Harry's going to cast Bless. Harry's going to cast Bless on Sirach. Harry's going to cast Bless on Baka. And Harry's going to cast Bless on Theoden. So basically what that means is that
Thanks, Harry.
Baka,
Yeah.
I need it a lot more than you, buddy.
Baka, Sirach, and Theoden, you get an extra D4 on your attack rolls and your saving throws. But you have to remember to do it. If you don't remember to do it, it's not on me. I'm going to forget what all the stuff I'm maneuvering here.
Someone shouted out in bed.
Yes. So extra D4 attack rolls, extra D4 on saving throws for those 3 players. Okay. So now his turn is over. The Golem rolled a 9 in his combat round, but he already went this round. So I'm skipping the Golem. Now we're going to go to the end of the combat round, which is Ari. And Ari and Baka are basically going at the same time because they're back to back. What is Ari doing? If you want to combine it with something that Baka does for flavor, for the narrative, you can.
I'm just gonna have him attack.
Okay, who's he attacking?
The
There's
Lich.
there's the Lich.
Yeah,
There's the
he's gonna
Iron
attack.
Golem and the one staff member that's left with, I think,
He's just gonna attack the Lich.
the Lich. Go for it.
All right. Misses. I mean, unless a 12 hits, I guess.
12 does not hit. But he gets 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have turned some of their pets into battle pets, which is technically not D&D. But it's the rule of cool. I think it's fun. There's no reason why that they can't have kind of like a little minion. They took care of it. They trained it. They should allow to have it on the battlefield. There's also the risk that it could die. So
So I got a natural 20 with Ari.
natural 20, double damage. Rawr, rawr.
So he's gonna go for a bite,
Bite attack.
and that's gonna be
Lion cub.
18 damage.
18 damage. Oh my God. Got her around the throat. Eyeball comes up, falls, hits the ground. She screams. You don't know if she screams because of Ari or if she screams because she lost her eye permanently. She's basically, she screams out, now it's lost forever. So, okay. So 18 points of damage.
Yeah.
She is not down yet, but she looks close, to be completely honest.
Okay. And so for Baka's turn,
Baka's turn.
knowing
Now hold that thought, Baka.
course.
Every round, she gets legendary actions and also lair actions. And considering her very vulnerable state, it would make sense for me to use it now at the top of the combat round.
Of course you are.
Let's go with let's see. Paralyzing touch. Frightening gaze, disrupt life. Let's do she would like to do that. She's close, so she's not going to do that. All right, you know what? It's so many combat, so much. She just. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do the lair action first. I'll worry about the legendary action after the lair action. All right. Let's see. Let's do that. Apparitions materialize again. Lich calls forth the spirits of creatures that died in its lair. They materialize and attack one creature that the Lich can see within 60 feet. The target must succeed on its Constitution saving throw. Since you're right behind her and she senses that you're about to literally end her undead existence, it doesn't make sense for her to go for anybody else other than Baka because she sees the blades basically about to do her dirty. Can I please get a Constitution saving throw, Baka, please?
I knew that was coming. All right. Well, I rolled well. So hold on. Plus my bless. Don't want to forget that.
Yes. Don't forget your bless. Add an extra D4 to your saving throw.
Right. So it's going to be a 26.
26 is a success. So you would take half damage. Instead of the 52 points of necrotic damage, take 26 points of necrotic damage. 26. Okay. All right.
And getting a little fucked up here.
And then it's going to do a, all right, let's see. So
I'm at 81.
Do I use disintegrate, finger of death, dominate monster, power word kill, power word stun? Or do I do one of these? Frightening gaze. Maybe no. You know what? It's afraid of all of you. So logically, it would want to do an attack that can attack all of you, because this besides
no, attack only me. I'm the biggest threat.
You are the biggest threat, but she is terrified of the fact that even if she were to take you out of commission, the room is filled with enemies. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's a big flaming scythe in her face.
Exactly. She needs to eliminate all the enemies at her front and back. Disrupt life, which costs all 3 of her legendary actions. Everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw, including the pets.
Fuck. All right, remember, you
Constitution
guys
saving
got
throw.
bless. Whoever.
Yeah,
has
don't
it.
forget the bless. Don't forget the extra D4.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so
Oh, D4.
Oh my.
did the cat knock it over again?
My, no. I just gotta brush my shoulders off
You
quick.
probably got nat 20 then.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's go with the nat 20 first.
That'd be a nat 20.
They hit in with the natural 20. You take half of the damage. You take 11 points of necrotic damage, please.
That's right, motherfucker.
11 points. Okay.
Oh,
So now did you also roll for Chester, your blink dog?
for Ari.
Yeah, he got a natural 20 because it carries over, right?
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, that is not the case.
I rolled a 2 for Ari. Poor Ari.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm not even joking.
It's a nat 1.
And it's another natural 20. But
All right, no problem. No problem. No problem.
I honestly, I know you're not gonna believe me.
I don't care. It's fine.
I don't believe you, Matt.
I don't care.
either.
Listen.
I promise you.
I believe you. I believe you.
I haven't touched it. I'm taking a picture.
Take a picture. Take a
I have
picture.
a zoom lens.
Lies.
Take a
Wait.
picture. So now, Chester the blink dog
I'll
takes
do a
11
video.
points.
I'll do a video.
It's doing a video. What video doesn't prove anything?
Yeah, the
It's-
video.
don't be silly.
I can zoom it in. I'm zooming, and I'm talking. And you can hear me talking in the video, and it's a natural 20. You hear that?
So you just turned your
Send it in
dice
the
to
group.
20.
You turn, okay, leave it alone. Let's
I'm
just let him.
sending it. I'm sending it.
He's sending it. Okay, so Chester the
God.
blink dog takes 11 points of necrotic damage. So remove 11 points from Chester's hit point total. Okay. All right. So how many hit points does Chester have left?
He takes how many? Sorry.
11 points of damage.
He has.
Think
20.
what? 20, 21,
20.
20 points left. Poor doggy. All right. So now let's go to Baka. Baka, you succeeded on your Constitution.
Yeah, I
saving?
rolled it was 18 plus 4 plus 3, so it was whatever
Beautiful.
that is.
So half of that is 11 points of necrotic damage to Baka. What is he down to? Just out of curiosity.
70
70. Okay, cool.
from
Let me-
193, so I'm taking a lot of fucking hits.
Well, you went to the front line and faced off against her.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But
Don't want
that's,
Sirach to die.
yeah. So now what about Ari?
Ari, I rolled a 2. So,
Okay, so
yeah, he
Ari
full
takes a
damage.
full 21 points of necrotic damage. What is Ari at as far as hit points total?
Is that 25?
20, 25 left for the lion cub with the saddle on his back. Let's go to Sirach. Sirach, what do you got?
18.
18. 18 is a success. You needed an 18 or higher, so you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
I'll take it.
What about Alistair, your lion cub?
Believe it or not, 18 as well.
Beautiful. So 11 points of damage for your lion cub, Alistair. What is Alistair at? Just
Now 25.
reason why I'm asking mostly about the lion cubs and Chester is because I don't want the good boys and the boys to get injured.
And if they die, they die.
No, not the. Anyway, if he dies, he dies. So anyway, Pia, here's the good news. The good news is that the range on that ability, that lair action is 20 feet.
Oh,
You backed off, which means you're out of range. So-
wonderful,
so
because I rolled a
congratulations.
fucking 5.
Well, guess what? You're not in range of the disrupt life because it's only creatures within 20 feet of the lich.
Oh.
So you are out of the range. That is over with. That was its lair actions at the top of the combat round. Now it is basically Pia's turn.
Whoa, you just skipped
No,
my
Pia,
turn
I'm sorry.
entirely.
I'm sorry. Baka. Baka's rolled a 25.
Right.
Baka goes first, and he's got a whole shitload of stuff to do. Go for it.
Yeah, I really do this time. So question, Chris.
Yes.
Suspecting that she was a lich, and guessing right,
Yes.
does Baka know anything about liches?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
It's a check, not a saving throw, so no bonus. to four.
Yep. Check. Oh, right. It's check, not saving throw. Wow, 12.
What do you want to know?
Eh,
You know it's undead.
So,
With a
with
12,
the-
you're not going to know much. Let's negotiate. Oh, we lost you.
sorry, I my mic plugged. I mean, I know, but
Yeah,
Baka
but
may not know. Is
yeah,
there a
'cause-
phylactery? Like basically, like he said originally he made a magical device for her, a very powerful magic item.
Well,
That would lead me to believe, and I haven't seen any magical items from her, so that leads me to believe that something turned her into this.
right.
And
Well, I'll tell you what. With a 12, I would have to say honestly that that's really not high enough for you. Might know as a player, but that'd be metagaming. With a 12, we probably wouldn't know. But he still gets his combat actions and all that other kind of good stuff. So
right. So Ari was on her. I'm going to attack her, but I'm going to use Ari as in a flanking to get a sneak attack.
You could also theoretically just do that with the hand, which is still floating around, just in case.
But I would lose my bonus action doing that.
Ah, I see.
So.
You're right. You're right. No, you know what? I think going forward, the problem with what happened here is I screwed up your strategy because I separated Ari from your initiative roll, and that's not fair because I didn't separate Chester from Théoden. I didn't separate Alistair from Sirach. So let's just, for the sake of going forward, let's imagine that Ari is in the same combat round as you. And because Ari is, you should be able to use it to coordinate. That was my fault.
Yeah, that's
so basically, let's imagine that yes, you can use Ari right now in order to flank it, give you advantage, and because you have advantage, you get that first attack with the extra damage as a rogue. Go for it.
It's a 27 to hit.
27 is a hit.
Okay, sneak attack damage. I'll do sneak attack first, then the Historian.
Sneak attack with the Historian sword.
18. Oh shit, 22, 26, Jesus, 20, 30 to 29.
29 points of damage?
That's sneak attack damage,
okay.
Sorry. And then I got the Historian. So that turns into 9, 10, 19. So 29 plus 19.
29 plus 19 is 48? Or is it?
I'm not doing the math right now.
Neither am I. But let's put it this way. You do not have the final kill, but you have the main kill. Would you like to describe it?
Oh, that kills her?
That absolutely killed her.
Yeah, okay. Well, that ruined my plan. Yeah, I'll just...
You're the only person that makes the kill and feels like your plan is ruined.
my intention was I was going to sneak attack her with Ari, attack, and then I was going to proc bonus action to sneak attack her again.
Well, guess what? It didn't matter because she only had like a dozen hit points left. So
that's what I really wanted to do. It's ruined. All right.
Ruined.
So I will. Yeah, I'm gonna like slice her feet off and like almost like slicing a pepperoni, but with her body, just back and forth, up or down her body. Wait, no shit.
Well, you already said it. The body is the body, like at a meat market, is basically separated into pieces.
I hope you can resurrect her.
Go this way, thighs go that way.
Resurrect her so you could kill her again in a different way.
No, you're supposed to
all over the way. Okay, so basically,
resurrect her, kill her again, resurrect her again.
Okay, so left.
I like it.
Here's the beautiful
part. That's what I'm doing. I'm holding my turn.
Well, the combat is not over.
I'm kidding.
Because in this combat there was one ghoul left to fight, which was just hanging on by a thread, and there is this suit of armor that's this automated kind of automaton, this iron golem creature that's floating around, basically looking to smash things. But Karen seems to have taken a fall. And she's in several pieces now.
I mean, I still get more attacks.
Absolutely. So
I'll attack
absolutely.
The suit armor.
Go for it. So easy enough. Go for the suit armor.
20 something.
20 something is a hit.
All right, and let me just roll offhand. That's over that one. All right. So, does the suit armor count as undead, aberration, or
no
fiend?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. So I got a 15 and a 12.
15 and 12 is 27.
Yep,
you mean 15
damage.
points of damage, 12 points of damage?
27 damage to the suit armor.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. It seems you see sparks fly as your swords basically hack and slash. It doesn't seem to do very much damage. This thing is even though you thought it was empty, it seems like it's almost full. It's hard to explain. It's as if something is inside the suit of armor. like as if it was filled with molten like steel or iron or something. So is your turn over?
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I'm not gonna disengage. I'm gonna allow the attack on me, and I'm gonna try to hide somewhere. I'm gonna use my movement to go away from him and hide.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Absolutely, no problem. Well, hold on a second. I just want to make sure. Did you didn't use your bonus action to
I never did
attack?
because I was going to originally use it to do another sneak attack,
Gotcha.
but she died.
Got you. So I get a free attack against you. Now the only thing I could say is that if I attack you successfully, it may short circuit your attempt to run away. That is a possibility, depending
Why
on
is
the
that?
creature. Some creatures have the ability to stop the retreat with the action of the opportunity attack of opportunity.
Act of attack of
Blah
opportunity.
blah 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 blah.
Opportunity.
13
Attack
plus 13 plus slam attack. 13 plus 13, 26.
It hits.
It hits because it has two choices: a slam attack and a sword attack. The slam attack has an ability where it can basically keep you from moving on an attack of opportunity. 13 plus 13 is 26. It does. I don't want to do the roll. It's 3d8 plus 7, which is an average of 20 points of bludgeoning damage. So you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and you unfortunately have not moved from that spot.
20.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine that you basically, as you turned around, you were slammed on the back of the head and knocked to the ground, and you used the rest of your action to get up from a prone position.
How convenient.
Yes.
Lynched.
The first enemy we've ever met able to do that.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. That was. Do you have anything else that you can do at this point? No. Okay.
No.
Next up is Pia. Pia, what would you like to do?
I guess I will. Oh, actually, wait. No, I won't do that.
I think your Blades of Disaster is still active, right?
Yeah, but I can do something myself first.
Okay.
So
Because
I'm
that's
gonna-
your attack with bonus action. Got it.
yeah. So I'm gonna do my Eldritch Blast at the suit of armor,
Okay.
and I get 4 of those. So
Purplish necrotic energy
first
infused with
one,
maggots.
17.
17 is a miss.
Oh,
It
7.
hits. It strikes the suit of armor on target, but the maggots don't seem to
What
find
about-
any purchase.
Second one, 18.
18 is a miss.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Jesus. 29.
29 is a hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage on the third out of the 4 necrotic blasts.
And then the other one is a dirty 30. Look at that.
Okay, so 2 out of the 4. Basically, the maggots found the way to crawl inside the suit of armor in its points where the joints move. So roll 2 for damage, please.
Okay. Let me just pull it up because I forget everything.
It's basically like pouring vomit on a suit of armor. It just doesn't seem as effective as it would against a flesh creature.
Got it. Okay. So that first one does 10 points of damage.
10 points. Got it.
And the second one does 16 points of damage.
16. Nice.
All right.
Okay. Again, the liquid nature of your necrotic blasts basically doesn't quite seem to do as much as you thought it would. But again, it's a construct. It's not a it's not a flesh creature. So your turn, I think, is over, Pia.
Nope. Now I'm gonna send
Blades of Disaster.
Now I'm gonna send the scythe after the suit of armor.
Blades of Disaster. Go for it.
So first swing, I roll 15 plus 13.
That 28 is absolutely
28,
a
yeah.
hit. Absolutely.
I can't do math today.
That's fine.
All right.
I can't do math any day.
And then I gotta roll damage.
Ah,
with another 12.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 40, 12. 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Let me mark that down.
And we'll do the second
Okay,
one.
that one definitely, as opposed to the necrotic blasts, the blades of disaster seem to be more effective, and you start to see dents and scratches on the surface of this golem.
Sweet. And the second one, rolled another 15 plus 13, another 28.
Absolutely, that is a hit.
All right. And that one, let's see. 29 points of damage.
29. Nice. Okay. Hold on. Let me just write this down. Try to do my backwards math.
And then I'm going to
Okay.
step back another 10 feet.
Absolutely. So if you step back another 10 feet, that would probably put you, I would say,
Probably in a Nosa by now. Another city.
I would say you were 25 feet away from her. So that would probably put you at about, and you move back, what, another how many feet?
10 feet.
So 35, I would say you're about 45 feet away from the creature.
Okay.
45 feet. Okay. So next up is the ghoul, the one remaining ghoul that is basically trying to fend off Chester. So it's going to use its 2 attacks on Chester. No, actually one
fucking
attack.
better
I'm
not.
sorry. It's going to fuck with Chester. Let's see. Chester, I roll a 16 plus 5 is a 21. Does a 21 hit Chester?
21. Yeah.
I will confirm or deny.
He's same AC as Ari. It's 18.
So I would assume that he definitely hits, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So I need Chester to make a Constitution saving throw, please, and take 7 points of damage. 7 points of damage. I think that puts Chester down, if I'm not mistaken, to 13 hit points, because it was 20 minus 7 is 13. And we need a Constitution save for our blink dog.
It's a 9 plus. What's his I don't even know his Constitution thing.
I would say the Constitution is probably like a +2, somewhere in those ballpark.
Then it's an 11.
Then we'll take an 11. The good news is that the weak nature of this butler, an 11 is actually a success. So whatever nasty effect that was waiting for Chester has been avoided because the DC is 10. It's a Constitution DC of 10 for this creature. So whatever it was, it's just the damage, 13 points of damage, 13 points left, hit points left for Chester the Blink Dog. So we skip past that one remaining ghoul and we will go to Sirach and Alistair. At Sirach and Alistair, what would you like to do?
All right. First, I will cast Lightning Arrow at 4th level.
Lightning Arrow at 4th level.
And I will aim for that golem.
Golem.
You know, I'm next to it, right? I hope that doesn't do an AoE.
Say that again.
I'm next to the thing. I hope it doesn't do an AoE.
Well,
you can't get anything lower than a 25 on your dexterity, so you're fine.
That is a good point. That is actually
I'm like, I'm
you're
at a quarter of
fine,
my
honey.
HP right now. I am been fucked up.
You're fine.
You're good, baby.
Don't worry, we'll res you too. We just need to find
You're
more
fine.
diamonds.
You're fine. So that's going to be a 23 to hit.
23 is a hit on the Iron Golem with the lightning streaking. It doesn't even look like an arrow anymore. It looks like a bolt of lightning from its bow.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you guys. You're gonna kill me.
So that will be on the
I got some
golem. That
good
will be
AoEs. I got
20
5.
points of lightning damage.
20 points of lightning damage. Let me make sure that there isn't an immunity or a resistance to lightning. And I do not see it. So I'm going to say full damage on the 20. Absolutely. Now, just out of curiosity, just because he brought it up, I might not have even thought about it, but he did bring it up. Is there any kind of AoE in respect to this type of spell? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, there is. If
Oh, there
Baka's
is.
within 10 feet.
My memory is good.
Dude, if you didn't say it, I probably wouldn't even have done it. But if that's in the rule book, it says that there's an AoE effect.
Mhm.
Okay, so I need you, please, Baka, to make a
Sirach's like, let me get Baka while he's down right now.
dexterity
Payback.
saving throw, please.
You're fine.
Please. You're fine.
I'm looking up Firestorm.
What'd you roll? He's looking at Firestorm now. Now they want to hit you with AoE spells.
Firestorm's good.
Did you get better than a 5?
I have Ice Storm.
You guys better fucking watch out. You kill me, I'm gonna
Ice Storm
fucking come
ain't
back for
shit to
y'all.
Firestorm.
What'd you get,
Baka?
Baka, on your dexterity saving throw?
It's 24.
Okay, you rolled a 24, which means you succeeded, which means the 20 turns into a 10. And then don't you have something that can turn
Oh
the
wait,
10 into a
plus
0?
my saving throw.
Plus your saving throw. Yes, a D4.
Yeah,
But you don't
I
even
use-
need that.
I
You
use
s-
evasion. So
Okay, you use evasion and dexterity. So I don't think
So-
you take any damage.
I
No,
don't.
he doesn't
But-
take
Yes,
anything.
If I had failed, I would have took half damage.
Yeah.
But here's
And-
the thing. You can use evasion only once. So I
Wait.
guess
Matt,
But
if
you'd
you
only
use
take
fucking-
half damage on
wait,
2d8. That's not a lot.
exactly.
I don't know if I want to use. Oh, God, I no wait, hold on. I'm not sure I want to use evasion because honest to God, Matt might fucking attack me.
Well, it's
I'm
up
not-
to
why
you.
would I ever attack you?
You're gonna use that fucking AoE spell you were just talking about.
I have to save the party.
You don't have to save anyone. No one's a. There's no. It's just a suit
We're
of
in
armor.
danger.
Use a
They're in
single target
danger.
spell.
Danger.
Fuck.
It's
So
an
would you like to use evasion now or hold it in
No.
your back
Burn
pocket?
I'm holding
them.
it because of this fucking asshole.
So you're not
Burn
using
them.
so you're not
I'm
using,
taking 10 damage. Because half.
taking 10 damage.
What?
Absolutely.
No, you don't take 10 damage.
Well, he succeeded on his saving throw.
Yeah, so he succeeds on his saving throw, so he takes half of 2d8.
Which is
Or actually
I thought-
3d8
I thought it
technically
was
because
20
I
damage.
casted higher.
yeah, but wasn't the damage
No, so anything within 10 feet of the targeted creature will take the 2d8 damage. On a successful, they'll take half of that.
Oh, okay, so what is the
So-
total damage?
So total damage for, but well, of course I rolled well on that one. Is 14, so he'll take 7 points.
Exactly. So you take
Of lightning.
7. You don't take 10. You take 7.
I saved you 3 hit points.
There you go. So seven hit points. What are you down to, Baka? Because you're so panicky. What are you at?
43.
Oh shit, he's at 43. He's
okay.
nervous. He's
Oh,
nervous,
fair.
gentlemen.
He is
Oh,
nervous. I was like,
I've
oh,
taken
100.
1, 2.
All right,
And
so
he's right next to this ghoul, huh?
he is. He's right next to this
Oh,
I've
my
iron.
taken 7.
golem.
I've tanked 7 attacks already. Okay.
You
So
did. You
Oh
did.
my
You,
Yeah, good
God.
for you.
absolutely. So now, Sirach, is there anything else that you can do besides?
Yeah, I'm gonna put another arrow in its face.
Go for it.
Another lightning arrow.
No, a
Just a
regular
regular-
one
just a
this
regular-
I use
time.
a lightning
Oh Matt.
Uh,
yeah,
fucking
they-
AOE. There's no reason.
just to be safe.
So a 22 to hit,
Is a hit.
and then 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage. Is it magical? Yes, because you have the magical quiver of Alzando.
The magic.
Okay.
Quiver.
Okay, is there anything else that
Eldorite.
you would Aldorite? I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Thank
I
you,
get
thank
them
you.
all confused too.
Yeah, yes.
I'll have Alistair go help out Chester.
Alistair, go help out Chester.
Ah,
Absolutely
yes.
makes total sense. So there is one butler who basically is trying to sweep both animals under the rug at the moment. What's the
It's
hit?
a 17 to hit.
17 does hit
Okay.
the butler, the bald butler.
And that's 10 points of piercing.
Yes, absolutely. That was enough. They only
Okay.
had 10 hit points left. So all of the ghouls are gone. I'm sorry, I apologize. Karen is in pieces
Helen.
on the floor. Yeah, Helen is somebody else entirely.
Jesus.
So combat's over.
No,
No.
because there's this basically this construct that was of
So
some
what?
sort of
The thing that Sirach attacks dead.
no, the thing that Sirach attacks is called the construct. It's basically
That's
like a machine.
okay.
It looks like a suit of
okay.
armor, but it's actually filled with
Okay.
ears and whistles and
We're gonna want to set that on fire.
okay, absolutely.
With a big AoE.
So now Alistair technically has one more bite left. Do you want to send Alistair over to the golem to attack the golem?
I wouldn't if I were you.
I have a weird feeling I should keep Alistair back. Just, I don't know.
Do you want to
weird-
keep it out of the range?
feeling.
What range?
Yeah.
What kind of a range do you want it to be at?
You know what? I want Alistair to use the rest of his movement that he didn't use to get over to help Chester
I'd say
to go back towards Pia
Yes,
I'd say at
exactly.
least around a range of about 10 feet.
So-
at least.
So without an animal handling check, you tell Alistair, retreat.
No.
And
He needs an animal handling check. I want to. It's only fair.
Make an animal handling check, Sirach. Go for
Guys,
Why
it.
is that? Why does it have to be animal handling?
Because I had to make animal handling checks when I command Ari in battle.
Pia is too far away to offer guidance. Animal handling check, please.
I mean, okay,
I tried, Brendan.
that's fine.
18.
15.
15 is enough
It
to
doesn't
convince your well-trained battle animal
Mm.
to retreat.
Matt, you're
he's-
gonna kill Ari too. if you do this.
the Alistair is racing as fast as it can in the direction of Pia and the double doors. So
Okay.
now, Theoden and Chester. The only enemy on the battlefield is this massive iron golem, this
Right.
construct. What would you like to do? It's been
So,
scratched
in-
and bruised.
In Theoden's thinking,
Yes.
Yeah, right.
naturally he sees metal
Yes.
coming at us.
Yes.
And metal doesn't do well in fire, Correct.
Perhaps. I don't know if I have to.
Théoden starts to freak out.
All right, so check this out.
I call bullshit on this.
Do
Can
me
I
a
make
favor.
an insight check?
Do me a favor, Théoden. Make an intelligence check.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna fail it on purpose.
11 plus 0.
Okay, so it's an 11. Okay, with a 10 or higher, it occurs to Théoden that maybe fire might not be the best line of
Oh my
attack
God.
against a iron golem. That maybe it'll just heat it up, but won't actually damage it.
You're gonna turn it into a
Right.
fire golem.
So
Right.
here's the deal. It doesn't mean that Théoden can't do what Théoden wants to do. However, it does occur with a DC 10 or higher that fire might not be the most effective
So
line of
that
attack.
that occurs to me,
Yes, it does.
correct?
It
And-
occurs to you that it might not be the most effective way to fight it.
all right.
But
I
you're your character. You do what you want.
I immediately throw call lightning.
Call lightning. Is call lightning an area of effect attack?
It is.
Yeah.
Go
He's doing this
for
on
it.
purpose to kill me.
I don't know if that's possible.
No, it doesn't do that much damage. It's with a 60-foot radius.
60-foot radius gets
Ari's
everybody.
in it, dude.
Everybody.
Can I use my reaction to counterspell it?
Yes, you can. Do you have counterspell?
I do.
Absolutely. What level are you doing the counterspell at?
I mean, I'm a warlock.
Oh, that's you're a warlock. You're a warlock. Absolutely.
So,
So do me
5th level.
no, do me a favor. I would like if you do so
I'm
you're
glad
doing
you're
it, your
counterspelling,
highest
'cause
level is 5th level.
For me, yeah.
Good. So 5th
You're
level.
counterspelling my call lightning.
I don't want to get hit by that shit.
Théoden, quick question. What level is call lightning?
Can do his highest one, isn't he?
Third.
3rd. Okay. So Pia, you notice, you feel the electricity filling the entire room. All around you, books are falling off of bookcases being set on fire, and you feel the electricity. Your hair is standing up on its end, and you're like, "Oh no, fuck this!" And you, in the direction of Théoden, you cast your counter spell as a reaction, and all of a sudden, the blue energy, the blue radiant energy, comes from out of Théoden, and it's blocked by like a red shield. And
God
it shatters,
damn it.
and basically the call lightning has been counterspelled.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys are fucking around. The lich is probably not dead.
I don't know what you were trying to do, Théoden, but you're not taking me down with you.
Give him the finger.
Yes, you absolutely can bonus action, turn around, and give him the finger for counterspell.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so Théoden, that is your action. Your bonus action is your ukulele spiritual weapon.
It's gonna swing.
Okay, is this what swinging at PI? Who's it swinging at?
Well,
Gee,
Chester's gonna bite PI, so
It won't reach PI. It only goes 20 feet a turn. He's like 50 feet behind you. So
Chester.
No,
no,
me.
I'm sorry. I was just I'm making a joke. The point is
Oh, you wait for Chester. Chester's pissed.
He's
so
faster
could
than
you?
me.
So I'm assuming that you're going to use the ukulele, the
To
astral.
hit the golem.
Go for it. Make me a hit roll, please.
Ugh. 9 plus 16.
16 is not a hit.
Oh wait,
unfortunately.
9 plus 11 is not 16. It's
9 plus 11 is a 20.
20.
A 20 is its armor class and does successfully hit it. So,
Mhm.
like a musician, like a rock musician on stage that smashes his guitar,
Wow, wow,
ukulele basically goes and smashes the golem and shatters into 1,000 pieces. And after it does, it magically reassembles itself. So each time the ukulele smashes, it goes boing.
Are you
and the
kidding
string-
me?
It shatters and comes back together. How much damage?
Oh my god. 11.
11 points of damage. Not bad. Not bad for a shattered ukulele. Outstanding. So that is done. And then there's also Chester the Blink Dog.
Chester's gonna bite Pia's ankle.
Okay. So I don't think Chester can use probably his bonus action to blink.
Yeah.
So it can easily make the distance. So it blinks over to Pia. That is your intention.
That's my intention.
Okay. So make a hit roll. Actually, no, do me a favor. I want you to make an animal handling check, Théoden. Animal
Negative
handling.
guidance.
Oh, now everyone's making animal handling checks. You see what you did, Baka?
Dude,
Oh, 18
you're lucky
plus.
he counterspelled your fucking call lightning. You would have killed all of our battle pets.
Oh,
That is a possibility.
It was like a D10. Relax.
It's definitely not a D10.
I didn't even know. I just
It
didn't
was
want to
3
get hit by it.
D10s.
Yeah, and our pets are all like in the 20s and less.
Oh, I have mass resurrection.
that you don't know how to use.
that you
Yes,
don't
I
know
do.
you don't know how to use any of your shit, dude.
I just don't use it.
This is great. We
You're
have
lucky,
to figure
though.
out. We have to figure out another method for you, Matt, because like while you're rolling your dice, it looks like you're not even sitting in your chair.
I know. Well, because I have everything up on my laptop. and then
Yeah.
I'm like,
It looks like we're looking at nobody. But anyway,
18 plus 3 is 21.
21 points of damage. No, I'm sorry. 21 is the animal handling check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you needed a DC 20. The dog goes, huh? And looks at Pia.
And then right before he's about to bite him, I'm gonna say, "You better be careful, Pia." And I'm gonna have him halt.
I'm gonna look at Chester and just shrug my shoulders.
Okay, so check it out. Here's the deal.
Oh, now you pissed.
You
him
rolled
off.
a 21 for your animal handling check. So you thoroughly convinced the dog and confused the shit out of it. So before you were able to tell it, no, don't do what I told you to do, it blinked away like 80 feet from you and took one of its two very confused bites. Roll at disadvantage on the dog on Pia.
Oh, 6 and a natural 20.
So use the 6 plus what?
6 plus 4. The 10.
So basically it blinks behind you, Pia, and it basically does like one of these dog nibbles where it's not really trying to hurt you, but it wants to honor its master. If you have a phobia of dogs, it might scare the shit out of you, but otherwise it's not.
No,
particular.
but you know what? I will yelp out in pain to make it look like Chester did a good job.
And the dog starts blinking around the room in different spots, thinking that it hurt the blue tiefling. So you've psychologically damaged Chester.
Oh my God, I was not.
Congratulations. So anyway, now that is done with. Next is I was gonna say Ari, I guess already went, or I guess Ari's gonna wait until the top of the combat round.
Technically not.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Throw Ari in there. What would Ari like to do? We'll fix it next fight. We'll fix it with Ari. So what is Ari doing?
Ari, go to the back of the room before this fucking moron kills us.
Easy enough. It runs to the back of the room. It's
Actually, wait.
Okay,
actually, Ari, on the way there, give Theoden a good bite on his fucking dick.
Animal handling check, please.
Okay.
Joke's on you. I don't have a dick.
Okay.
I believe you.
It fell off during battle.
25.
Say that's why Rex likes you
25?
so much.
Okay, so Ari is very confused, but honors your request and goes over and basically tries to take a bite. I want Baka to roll for Ari and attack at disadvantage, please.
Okay. I miss.
Now
I got 2.
So
we did
again,
roll-
the cat.
when we rolled for size, does that come into play right here?
It does not. It does not, because you're probably using some sort of metal cup.
In that case, I get triple disadvantage.
Everything is basically well contained and in under covers, under wraps. So basically Ari charges you, Theoden, and tries to bite at you, but you can tell that his heart's not in it. But he lacks common sense. He's a little ADHD. So basically he's just following his master's orders.
He's just nibbling on my nuts.
Yeah. He basically just tries to nibble on your nuts, but basically it does no damage.
Well, Theoden probably tastes bad too.
He gets near it, and then
that's a very good point.
He gets near it and he's warded away by the smell.
This is possible. This is a good possibility.
He's bitter, Dad.
Okay, so Harry is going to go before Harry's going to go before the golem gets to go. Let's see. What would Harry do in this situation? Harry is going to cast. Let's see. What are you casting, Harry? Because you've succeeded on your courage roll. So let's say, you know what? Let me do a cure wounds on Baka. He runs over to Baka and casts cure wounds.
Oh, thank God someone's fucking doing their job.
Let's see.
Theoden.
I don't know how to do that.
No, I'm talking about Theoden.
Oh.
Not even here.
He casts it at 3rd level, and that gives you.
Yeah. Oh, let me just do call lightning instead of fucking healing the team.
22 points of healing goes to you. 22 points, Baka, please. Okay. All right, so his turn is over. Now the golem goes. The golem is going to
Attack.
Well, he might because he basically slammed you last. I'm trying to think who's next. What choices he has. He's got a lot of choices, but you were the one that's well, no. Who's he want to go after? Maybe let me. Okay, so Pia and the battle pets are out of range. We've got Theoden in range. We've got Sirach in range. We've got Baka in range. So let me be fair about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 6. 5, 6 was Baka. Dude, I'm sorry. He goes after you.
Whatever.
All right. So
I just don't want to be killed by my teammates because
it's a good point.
I will
right.
in turn come back and kill them.
Oh, I did 2 attacks. I rolled a natural 16 and an 18. So that's actually, they probably both hit. So 18 plus 13 is a 31. 16 plus 13 is a 29. So they both hit.
Kenny dodge.
You want Kenny dodge? So one of them is half damage, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So let's do the first one will be half damage. So a 20 turn. Well, actually, no, we'll take the higher of the two. 23 cut in half is an 11. So you take 11 damage from one strike. And then you take 20 damage from the other strike. So it's 31 total. What are you down to?
34.
That's 34 because you were just healed. Cool. Awesome. Yep. All right. So he gets 2 attacks, and let me roll to see if he gets his crazy bonus poison breath discharge. And I rolled a 6. He gets to go on a 6, so it's a bonus attack. The golem exhales poisonous gas in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC, I won't tell you, Constitution saving throw. This is beautiful. I love it.
Getting cozy back here.
The 15-foot cone. I want Baka, Theoden, and Sirach to all make Constitution saving throws. You are all in this 15-foot cone.
I probably failed.
Fuck.
Real cozy back here.
So let's start with Sirach. Sirach, what did you roll for your Constitution saving throw?
23.
A 23 is successful. You take 22 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Gross.
Okay.
Oh, I'm immune to poison.
You're immune to poison, so
He's
it
not
didn't matter.
Resistant.
You're resistant. You're resistant.
What?
So with that, I was gonna say immune. Yeah, so it's great. Resistant. So what is your Constitution saving throw, Theoden?
9.
9. So you failed, but here's the good news. 45 cut in half is 23. Cut in half is 11. So you take 11 points of poison damage because of your natural resistance to poison. Okay, what are you down to, Theoden?
109.
109. Not bad, not bad. So what was your Constitution saving throw, Baka?
I was 13.
13. 13, unfortunately, is a fail. You take 45 points of poison damage. Do you have any kind of poison resistance?
You're down?
Nope, I don't have any. I don't think.
Yeah. He breathes in the poison. He's the closest to it. He got the full effect of it, and his face turns green.
You also tried to kill me when I was already weak. Thank you.
And he basically
instead of healing me, like
he grabs his throat and kind of wobbles a little bit and basically goes down to one knee and falls face first. He is on the ground. You believe to be unconscious. You have no idea because you have no experience about this poison. You have no idea. So the golem is still not dead, but on the floor is our gnome rogue. So
it was my turn. Well, I make a.
You make a death saving throw. Could we have to log in for this? This is important. So could we all go to, I'm going to create a table on the app. All right. So let's go with, I will tell you, DM host, create a table, Banshee 15, BANSHEE 15. Banshee 15. Sirach is at the table.
I'm getting there.
Pia is at the table.
Hold on. Wait.
Saps is at the table.
I forgot where I put my app.
That's okay. That's okay. So it's okay. The point is I've got witnesses. We don't need every single person.
I don't need to be.
Yeah. Saps rolls a 15. That is Saps is the gnome rogue, Baka. So out of the death saving throws, he has 1 success. Out of the first 3 is either success or failures, but he's winning 1-0. So all right, so you.
Don't worry, I'm sure Matt's gonna do an AOE and kill me off. So
okay. Well, if he does that, then it's just a critical hit.
Oh,
That's 2 death saving throws.
All right.
All right. So next up is Pia. Pia, what would you like to do? You are, I
Um,
would say, about 50 feet from the scrum.
All right, so that's pretty far. I guess. Is it just the suit of armor right now?
Just the suit of armor right now.
Okay, so what do I have? Well, what's? Oh yeah, I have the blade, so I have to.
You do. You can use the blade as your bonus action to attack. The suit of
Yeah, but
armor if you want.
because it's a concentration, I can only use cantrips.
Yes, that is true.
So I guess I'm going to use my Eldritch
No.
Blast,
That's not
right?
100% true.
Or is
If
it
you
that
can hold on, if you can find a spell that is not also concentration, you can use it. In other words, you can't do 2 concentration spells at the same time. But if you're doing a concentration spell on the Blades of Disaster and another spell that is not concentration, you
I
can
never knew
cast it.
that.
Yes, that is an absolute.
Oh,
Okay,
so I can use Scorching Ray at 5th level.
The concentration
you
you have to
absolutely can.
concentrate on it. That's
Absolutely
Oh,
can.
no shit. Then I'm using
Dude, I was under the
Scorching
assumption
Ray
you could
at
only use
5th level.
cantrips.
Nope. Well, if anything, that's a homebrew rule that was not fleshed out in my campaign.
It's a little late now.
2 concentration spells cannot be done because you can't concentrate on 2 things. But if you're concentrating on a spell and you want to cast something else, you can. So
All right,
add that
so
to your Rolodex of things that you like
yeah,
to do.
so I'm gonna use Scorching Ray at 5th level.
Okay.
That has a 120-foot range.
Do I have to do like a dexterity saving throw? or you
No,
roll
they're
to hit?
just hit rolls. So
Okay, cool.
I hurl 3 rays and it goes up by 1 for every spell slot above 2nd. So I got 3, and then 4, 5. That's 6 of them.
6 of them. Okay, cool. So 6. Let's do this.
All right, cool. So the first one, roll the hit, and that is a 17.
17 is a miss.
Fuck.
So
All right.
the first one is a miss.
Ooh, that is a 32.
Okay, so 1 out of 2 is a hit.
Okay.
I'll keep track of it that way.
Another 32.
2 out of 3 is a hit.
This is 24.
How many attacks do you get?
3 out of 4 is a hit.
Damn.
You get 6.
Shit.
Another
Yes.
24.
4 out of 5 is a hit. You've hit
And
4
then
out of 5.
one-
Here's the last one.
One more, 16 plus 13, 29.
So out of the 6 Scorching Ray fire attacks, 5 of them hit their target. So let's do the damage for the 5 of
So
them.
each one does 2d6.
Okay, so let me know each one and I'll do the mathematics.
Yep. So let me do.
I'll do
one
them
of
one
them.
at a time. Don't add
Yep.
them all together. Just do
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So one does 9 points of damage.
Gotcha.
The other one does 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn, these are good dice. Another 11 points of damage.
Okay.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then one more, right?
And one more. One more. This is the final one.
7 points of damage.
Okay. So now let me just fix. I have a huge mess on my.
Yeah, I'm
It did
sorry.
no, it's okay. The monster did not fall. The iron golem did not fall. Could you make a perception? Actually, no. I want everyone who is conscious. Sorry, Baka. Everyone who's conscious to make a perception check, please.
Oh, and one thing I should probably say, this is fire damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Perception check.
11.
Fuck.
11. You are unaware.
Oop, my dice fell on the floor, but I'm going with it. What's it say?
21.
21. You are aware, Sirach. I'll let you know what it is in a second.
I should not have went with what was on the floor. That's a 7.
Okay. So Pia from a distance is unaware. Theoden is
Nope, I'm just all
oblivious at this
excited and
point.
all giddy.
So all 5 of the fire attacks strike its target, and Sirach, with the 20 or higher, it is obvious to you and you only. Pia is far away from you, but obviously you could speak to him through the headset on your turn if you so desire. It seems like the fire didn't damage the creature. It seems like the fire healed it.
Get the fuck out of here.
You fuck.
Oh, good thing I didn't set it on fire.
So you're the only person you're close enough to notice that some of the cracks have actually like turned into molten lava and actually kind of healed, like a la like Wolverine kind of situation.
I should have
So
known.
you don't think that's a good idea. So on your turn, if you so desire, you could basically just talk through the headset and say, whatever. So anyway, Pia's turn is now over.
Nope.
Sirach, it is your turn. What was
I
it?
get my Blade of Disaster.
Oh,
now.
Blade of Disaster. Pardon me, Sirach. Hold that thought.
Yeah, sorry, man. So,
Blade of
all right,
Disaster.
he's going to
Sorry,
go
pal.
right up to the suit of armor.
Go for
He's
it.
going to swing, and he's going to roll a fucking 19.
19 is a miss.
Fuck. And nope, second one missed too. Never mind.
So again, the blades of disaster clang and strike it, and sparks fly, but it just doesn't penetrate it or do any damage to it. It's just basically a hunk of metal that was fortified. Now it's glowing red, or crimson red.
Sucks.
So now, next up is Theoden and Alistair. Theoden, what would you like to do? I'm sorry, Sirach and Alistair. What did Sirach would like to do?
I will go up to Baka's body and I will cast Cure Wounds at level 3.
Easy enough for you to do. Roll for the healing ability. Just out of curiosity, is it arcane, the source of your healing abilities? Is there a particular deity that you imagine that Sirach prays to? I mean, what is your deal? Just so to get a little flavor into this.
Just channeling like woodland spirits.
Woodland spirits. Love
Yeah.
it, love
I fucking love it.
it.
Yeah, just nature's healing.
Nature's healing. Absolutely.
So
You hear the soft sounds of waterfalls and raindrops and the creek through the forest as you cast Cure Wounds.
He beat me to it. Wait, who's he casting Cure Wounds on?
The gnomish rogue on the ground.
Oh, I was
choking
gonna do that.
Well, you could still do that
because I felt bad.
so he'll get 21 points of healing from me.
All right, I will write that down because
Don't tell him though. Don't tell him.
No, I gotta tell him.
Don't tell him.
So he's back up, and then I'm gonna use the remainder of my movement to back up again.
Easy enough.
In and out.
Were you right next to it? I don't think so. No, you were shooting arrows at it, so you had to have had some distance.
I was in that 15-foot
Yes, you were
cone,
in so
so I
let's
have
just
at
say-
least 15 feet.
Let's say you're at the edge of the 15-foot cone.
Okay.
And
So
so that if you
15
were
in, 20 out, or no, 15 in, 25 out. I
Yeah.
can't math.
That makes
Whatever
sense.
40
No,
minus
that
15
no,
is.
that makes sense. That makes sense. So now you're 25 feet away. Absolutely. Okay, so absolutely. So now that you're done, what would Alistair like to do? Alistair is kind of far away because you sent him away, or did you? Maybe you didn't.
I did. I sent him
Yeah.
back to Pia.
Yes.
I'm pet sitting back here.
Yeah,
It's
you
a,
are
it's,
pet
a, it's a
sitting.
pet shop.
Yeah.
Piaz.
I'm not gonna have Alistair do anything. I'll have him stay where he is.
Gotcha.
But I'm also gonna, tell Pia through the headset, like, "Yo, no more fire.
Gotcha.
Not a good idea.
Oh, fire bad.
Fire bad.
Okay.
Fire make him feel better."
Oh gosh.
Theoden
Oh,
and Chester.
man.
What would you like to do? Let's do Chester first. What's going on with Chester?
Chester's
nibbling on the foot of Pia, about 55 feet away.
Rawhide.
Chester's gonna blink
Oh, yeah.
the golem.
Yes, you can blink is a bonus action which can make him go 80
And
feet. Plus
can
his-
I make a perception check to see if there's any like spots that look abnormal that might be weak spots?
You can absolutely make a perception check real quick. But keep in mind you're rolling for the animal, not for you. So don't use your perception. Use the
okay.
perception of the dog.
Oh, 18 plus 2, 20.
20. 20 on
Well, dirty 20.
with the dirty 20. Even with the dirty 20, there do not seem to the dog to be any particular weak spots.
All right, well, he's going for the ass cheeks.
Okay, go for those ass cheeks. Baka, you now have 21 hit points and are sitting on your bottom. You were healed by Sirach with Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Look.
So you have
Someone's
20.
doing the cleric's job.
It wasn't my turn yet.
Well, could have healed me instead of trying to kill me the previous round.
Oh, he's
So
so
now-
dramatic.
You know what, Matt? We're gonna see what happens when you're in a dire situation. Then.
So Theoden, what's the role for Chester the Blink Dog to bite the ass cheek,
To bite the ass cheek.
metal ass cheek? I don't know how effective
8.
it's gonna
Oh, 8 plus 4.
The teeth of the dog scrape against the metal bottom of the suit of armor, doing no damage, but it gets a
Wait.
second attack.
It does 8 plus 4.
Well, what did you roll to hit? You didn't tell me.
Oh, 20. Dirty 20.
Oh, a dirty 20 to hit? Okay, fine. Then
Yeah.
dirty 20, 20 is its armor class. It does hit. So it did 12 points of damage. It did scrape the butt cheek.
It
and
did.
Damage. Yes, it did. Okay.
Can I do the second attack?
Yes, you can, please.
Scrape
Ah,
the
that-
butt
that-
cheek.
What's that one?
It's a 5 plus
5. No, the second one was the one that scraped. My fault.
All right.
All right. So now, Theoden, what would you like to do with your?
Is everyone within 30 feet of me? It looks like.
Not me.
Not
you don't need
Pia, not Pia, and I would say not Pia and the 2 lion cubs are probably further back. Plus, maybe Sirach even. Sirach actually backed off at least 25 feet. I would say Sirach is at the edge of that 30-foot radius. So in your 30-foot radius is Sirach, the dog, and Baka.
All right. I'm gonna use mass cure wounds at 9th level.
9th level. Go for it.
9th level, baby. That's it's 3d8s, and then 1d8 every above 5th. So
5, 6. Wait, hold on. Above 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got 8d8.
nice.
8-siders. Do you want to just take the average instead of rolling all those?
Yeah.
All right, so 8-siders is 64. Half of 64 is 32 points. Do you get any kind of bonus from your proficiency? Is that how I forget how cure wounds work?
It's plus 5.
Plus 5. So we'll go 32 plus 5 is 37. So Sirach, Baka, and the dog, the blink dog, all get 37 points of healing from Ilun. 37. So add 37 to your hit point total, please. Okay, so that is your action, Theoden. Next up is Harry. Harry is going to basically go over to who looks the worst. Let me do a perception check for Harry. Harry rolled a natural 20 for his perception check. So I'm rolling 20. This is the second 20 I've rolled today. He looks at Baka. He thinks Baka is the worst off of everyone. So he casts another clear wound spell on Baka at 3rd level. That is his last 3rd level spell. That is, let me just 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3. Oh, 2 8s. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 24 points of healing. Baka, add another 24 points of hit points, please.
Thank you, Harry.
Harry nods and basically looks. He looks as focused as you've ever seen Harry look. He seems like a changed man all of a sudden, ever since this day started. So anyway, next up is the Golem, who is freshly burnt and healed and looks fucking amazing with the red crimson glow. So he's going to. He can't. I can only on a 6. Can I do the poison thing again? Let's see. I rolled a 6. Ha ha! I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna take a picture, just for verification.
Did the guys get my video?
No, well, I don't know. I didn't check, but I'm sure you probably did. So I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 6, so he's gonna do his bonus attack on 6. Let's do the poison first. Poison breath.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Yes.
It's not a evasion.
Nope.
Like
Constitution
I can't
saving
evade
throw.
it?
No, evasion is a dexterity based thing. The
I know.
poison gas is not something that you're not sure of where exactly the poison gas in the room goes.
It's not
It
just
kinda
green.
It's well,
smoke.
well, I mean, you're trying to get away from it, but no matter how quickly you are,
Alright,
it still kind of gets into your pores, gets
Yeah,
up your
Fine.
nostrils. It's
I was
nasty.
just asking.
No, it's cool. Makes sense. All right. So I need everyone. No, not everyone. Hold on. I need Baka, Sirach, the dog, and Theoden. Those 4. I need to make Constitution saving throws.
Did the golem move to do this?
The golem stayed. Oh, well, that's true. You're right.
Then
I
I'm too
apologize.
far away for a 15-foot cone.
You're too far away. You're absolutely right. So it's not Sirach. Yes, because you backed off. Yes, you did. So 15-foot cone would be Baka, Theoden, and the dog.
I miss using the minis.
Sorry. I know.
I know.
Someday we'll get back to a table and we'll do the minis.
Yeah.
My fault.
No, it's not
Well, it's my fault because I'm a little lazy. I could probably set up another camera and blah blah blah.
Oh, that's too much.
All right.
Yeah,
So
screw that.
So
now.
Theoden, I need 2 rolls from you. Can I have a Constitution saving throw from you, Theoden?
Yeah, that was a good one.
What was it?
2 + 3.
2 + 3 is a 5. That is a fail.
Woo!
So, Theoden, instead of taking a full 45 points of poison damage, you take 23 because of your natural dwarven resistance. But you take 23 points of poison damage, Theoden.
3. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes. So then, next up is I need Chester the Blink
Wait,
Dog
didn't
to
I
take.
have to make 2? Oh,
Yes,
for
Chester the
okay.
Blink Dog needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, 15 plus, I don't know his thing. Probably 2, right?
Let's say 15 + 2. Chester fails. Chester takes 45 points of poison damage.
Damn
What
it.
is Chester down to?
Well, he was healed, so he was back at full. So 52 minus how much?
45. So he's down to 7 hit points. He's coughing and choking and howling and rolling
God
around onto his back.
damn it,
He
Chester.
looks like Chester basically is trying to scratch an itch that he can't seem to get to. He looks horrible at this point. 7 hit points left for Chester. Baka, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it
please.
was 21.
21 is a success. You take half damage, 45 reduced to 23. So 23 points of poison. What are you down to now?
Try doing the math. It's 59, I think.
Okay, cool. Good. All right. So that is it for its special attack, but it still gets to take 2 attacks. Who do I have to choose from? I got the dog. I got Theoden. Let's
got
do
me.
dog first, Theoden, and Baka.
Of course.
I went for Theoden. The 3 and 4 is Theoden. Theoden, it basically turns its attention to you.
Well, it's
and
this beautiful
Good.
beard.
The
Fuck
first
this
one,
guy
the first one misses. The second one, I'm sure hits. Well, no, hold on a second. First one might hit. No, 4 + 13 is a 17. That's a miss.
No,
But 14 + 13 is a 27. That is a hit.
that is a
So that one, you take 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
ain't shit.
So minus 23 points. I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
As part of your war priest abilities,
Yeah.
aren't you particularly resistant against bludgeoning damage?
I could look.
Look that up, because I have a feeling that something's telling me that you're really good against bludgeoning damage. It's in the back of my mind, kind of floating there. Not that I should have to remember it. I think you should have to remember it for your own character. But do you have like a resistance to
Asking a lot.
bludgeoning?
No. I mean,
All right. Well then I'm not sure
maybe
where I
if
got
was
it.
in avatar mode. But...
I'm not sure. But the bottom line
Oh
is.
yeah, if I'm in avatar.
Oh, okay. So it's some
Yeah.
kind of ability you do.
Yeah.
All right. So never mind. You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Oh wait. Yeah, you're right.
What does it say?
At 17th level, you gain resistance to blood. It is Avatar of Battle. That's what it's
Okay,
called.
you should be remembering that stuff. That could be between life and death, my friend.
I know.
Okay, so the 23
Your
turns
homework.
23 turns to, I believe, an 11. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. All right. So after that, now Baka is the top of the combat round. What would you like to do, Baka?
You know what? I'm leaving. Fuck Theoden. He can handle it better.
I just healed your ass.
You also tried to kill me and the 3 battle pets.
Oh, will you relax?
I'm gonna go way back as far as I can.
Yes.
So at least 20. Well, is there like opposite direction I can head? 25.
Are
feet
you
from Theoden?
using your bonus action? To
No, I'm just gonna
disengage?
use movement. Just regular
Okay.
movement. 25 feet. Can I go the opposite direction?
You can absolutely go the opposite direction, but hold on a second. I need to attack of opportunity, right?
Wait, no, he's not on me. He went to attack Theoden.
That's true. You're right. He left you. He's at least 10 feet
So
away from
he
you. So you're
should've
right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So yeah, so you use your movement to go the other direction in the room. There's only about 20 feet in the other direction because you're close on that side of the room is closer to a fireplace and some bookcases and stuff. So you only have maybe 20 feet of room on the other side of the room.
Okay.
So do you back up to the bookcases and other pieces of furniture and stuff?
I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna use greater health potion.
Greater health.
It's 44 + 4.
That is a bonus action. So you still have your action after drinking the potion.
Okay.
Roll your healing.
I
Gulp,
get
gulp.
16.
16. Add that to your health, please.
That's putting me at 70.
70. Okay, what would you like to do with your action?
What to do?
What to do? What to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, when this fight is completed, we will be going on our short mid-session break. So stick with us. We're gonna. Yeah, it's actually a little late, unfortunately.
So
I mean, we may have a short second half.
we
of
might
this.
as well just roll through.
Well, I don't know. I have to check the. You have a good point. We'll see what happens.
Do I have a mage hand still active?
Mage stand still active. Yes, your mage hand is still out. Absolutely, it is.
What's the distance on that? I
The
forget.
distance. Well, you didn't take it with you, so I'm assuming it's your mage hand probably about 30 feet away from you at the moment. About 10 feet away from
Oh,
the
so
golem.
Can it distract him and can I attack from range with it?
Sure, you can.
Or,
Absolutely.
well, Theta's engaged anyways. I technically would get sneak attack anyway.
Exactly.
So-
Because he's engaged, you're flanking. And you should be able to, or worse comes to worse, if you wanted to use your bonus action to drink a potion.
Right.
But it's engaged. You have the hand is a bonus action. Can't do that. But you know what? It's engaged, which means it's flanking, which means advantage, which means
Well,
bonus damage for the rogue.
I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna use the revolver.
You pull out the revolver, pull the trigger, you fire the weapon. How many times? Once or twice? I think you can pull the weapon.
Technically, I get.
You
3
pull the
attacks.
trigger only. Say again.
Technically, I get to my 2 main attacks, and then I can use the bonus action pull trigger to get another.
Well, you
attack.
already used your bonus action of
No.
drinking the potion.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll just use 2 attacks.
2 attacks, you pull the trigger twice.
But
Perfect.
I'm aiming at Theoden.
Are you serious?
I'm tempted. Pretty
No,
tempted.
no.
Let
We
him do it.
we
Let him
made
do
it.
it.
You didn't
We
say no
Let
when
him
he
do it.
attacked me.
Let him
we
do
made
my
an agreement.
avatar-
I
my
was joking,
avatar
and
battle
so was
is
I. Had a joking, and
piercing
so
and
was
slashing
he.
damage too. So let him do
I
it.
was joking.
Why? Wait, no, there's no way because Pia had to get his counterattack off, so there's no way that was.
I was joking. I was joking.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't.
say that.
We
Let him
don't
do
play.
it.
We don't play. We don't do player versus player. Really, come on. Agreement
I'll
from the
hop
beginning.
I'll hop on the app.
No, no. I am dungeon master.
We
We are
I
cooperating.
am the dungeon master.
I am the dungeon master. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna shoot once at Theoden's foot and then once at the guy. the
Easy
golem.
enough. Easy enough. So shoot. Let's handle the one at Theoden's foot. Go for it.
Yeah.
Roll at disadvantage because you're looking at a specific spot.
Advantage. Okay.
Disadvantage, specific spot. Calling out shot.
All right. Yeah. 23.
23. I want you to roll your damage.
So it's a D8 plus Dex plus level. So it's my level 7. Wait, is that? No, that's a mistake. Never mind. Proficiency. So that's 13 plus my D8.
How much?
So it's 15 damage to Theoden's foot.
15 non-lethal damage. Strikes your foot. You feel like somebody hit your foot with a fucking sledgehammer.
What a dick.
Large banging sound. Boom! Rattles through your ears.
Sorry. Huh.
Yeah.
You have started a war, my friend.
You're the one that started it.
I didn't
So
start
now-
anything. I was gonna attack everybody, not
So
just
now
you.
the second
Yeah,
shot
but
is
not
for the
everyone
creature,
was
correct?
low like me. Yes.
Huh?
The second one's for the creature, correct?
yes.
And this is that new firearm that basically has a revolver chamber type situation. It's the revolver.
Yep.
Okay. So it had 6 rounds in it. Now there are 5 left. The rounds that this uses are different size than the ones you normally use. So you'd have to craft them. So you only
Yeah.
have 5 rounds left. When you
No,
fire
I
the
still had-
weapon,
I thought I had more bullets. I got.
well, no,
yeah.
the bullets that you've made previously were made for your.
No, I mean I thought it came with bullets.
no,
yeah,
it only
for
it
that.
only came with the 6 chambers full.
Okay.
That's it. So now, when
did- yeah,
don't
I
even
already
bother
used them.
rolling, don't even bother rolling damage. You fire point blank at the creature because it's not a magical weapon. It doesn't take any damage at all. It
And
blasts
it ricochet into Theoden.
it ricochets in the general direction of Theoden. Theoden basically sees the sparks and the ricochet at his other foot, and it
Should've started
almost
Theoden.
almost broke his other foot.
I didn't start anything.
Yes.
You're fucking
So now,
full of shit.
I believe your turn is over, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember bonus actions, I
yeah,
remember
it's-
actions, I remember
it's over.
movements. Sirach, what would you like to do? Oh no, I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
Pia.
jumped over PI. PI, what would you like to do?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is. I apologize.
All right. So we
I
still have
suggest an
this.
AOE.
So are we still dealing with this golem now? Can
Yes, sir.
Can I
Yes, sir.
finish this? I'm gonna finish this.
Finish this. Do with the blades of disaster first.
Yeah, well, no. Hang on.
Well, I was just suggesting a critical on the blades of disaster might do the job.
Oh
But-
yeah. Wait,
But It is your character to run. What would you like to do?
Yeah. All right. We'll do the Blade of Disaster first. So he's going to swing and roll like crap.
All right. Well, hey, listen.
He rolled 18.
The first of two swings, and 18 is not a 20. 20 is its armor class, and you see sparks fly. Now, obviously, the blades find their mark, but the armor is just, magically infused by the now truly deceased
And
Karen.
the next one, and 14 plus 13, 27.
27 is a hit the second
Okay.
time.
That's
So
not
roll your
the
damage.
crit,
Let me know what you
but
get.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
That's
You got NVIDIA headset?
Let him do his math.
28 points of damage.
28. So now after you've done
No.
28 points of damage, what kind of headset you got?
I don't know. It's just some Amazon thing
Is
on
it
Amazon.
NVIDIA or NVIDIA? I can't see.
No, it says something else on it, like Nirvana or something. I don't know.
107 hit points left minus 28. The golem has 79 hit points left.
All right. And then
Okay.
I guess back to Pia, I'll do my 4 Eldritch Blasts.
Eldritch
As long as I
Blasts,
can
go
fucking
for
heal
it.
them.
Absolutely, go for it.
All right. So first one. Oh, now I get the big rolls. Okay. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30 is a hit.
Okay.
So you have 4 Eldritch Blasts. Might as well roll the hit rolls first.
Yep. All right. 31.
Two
Fucking
of the
kidding
4 hit.
me. 22
3 of the 4 hit.
and 17.
17. So 3 out of the 4 Eldritch Blasts find their target, their mark. Roll damage for 3 of the Eldritch Blasts, please.
Okay, that's first one does 9 points of damage.
79 minus 9 is 70.
The second one does 9 points of damage.
We're down to 61. Here's
And
the
one
final Eldritch Blast.
And
Maggots.
another fucking 9 points of damage.
Okay, so it's down to 52 hit points. Okay, after Pia is Sirach and Alistair. Sirach, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it first.
Hunter's Mark, bonus action, gives you a little bit of extra damage by all means.
And then I will fire an arrow at it.
No fire.
Oh, Chris, I forgot to do sneak attack damage.
Roll your sneak attack damage now. Just roll it, hold on to it. Maybe Sirach gets the final kill, but you help it along.
So it was a 27 to hit.
27 is a hit. Roll for damage, please.
16 points of damage.
16, I'll hold it on the side. I'll calculate after I find out what the sneak attack damage was for the previous attack. What else? How much?
23.
23. So 52 minus 23 is 39 left. 39 minus 16 is 23. The Iron Golem has 23 hit points left. Sirach, what would you like to do?
Hopefully take it out with my last arrow.
Go for
Let's
it.
see.
Roll a 20.
18, dirty 30.
Dirty 30 is a hit. Roll for damage, please.
Of course. Only 11 points.
11 gets it down to 12 hit points left. This thing is a broken piece of armor. It's barely moving. The joints are now basically the damage is getting in the way of its mobility. Looks like it's got dings everywhere, but it still functions and is still a threat.
Do we need more fire?
What about Alistair? Yes, give it fire. See what happens. Okay. Then I'll start counting in the opposite direction. So, Sirach, what does Alistair do?
I'll keep Alistair back.
Alistair, keep him back. Theoden and Chester. Chester is in range at the moment, Chester. But which one would you like to do first, Theoden or Chester?
Chester.
Chester is going to go bite its butt cheek.
He's going to go bite his butt cheek.
Go for it. Roll to hit 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Only
I'm going
has-
to roll twice. 17. Oh, 21
21 is a hit.
and 16.
16 is a miss. So give me
Okay,
one
so
one
one.
damage. One out of the 2 bites were successful. It's basically trying to literally yank off pieces of metal, peel it off.
Ooh, 14.
14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Chester, the blink dog, has the final kill. Would Chester like to describe it? Yes. How does the
Right in the ass.
How's a blink dog gonna kill a suit of armor by biting it in the ass? Come on.
He's gonna have it that the flap that suit of armor has in the back.
Yes.
He's gonna have that. He's gonna rip it off, and then he's gonna see an opening, and he's gonna stop, and he's gonna blink right into the opening.
I love it. Now
And
it makes sense.
through.
Now it makes sense. I love it.
It's
So
gonna be sick.
and you can only imagine the things that Harry the author will write about this epic scene.
Oh,
So here's the deal. I think you guys make a good point. We ran a little long with the fight. It's 9:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why don't we play until about 10:15 and then just call it a night without a break? That just would make the most sense.
Yeah.
I apologize, guys. I didn't expect it to go this long, but so let's say that now the
What
adrenaline
always does with us.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I didn't expect the fire to happen, but
Oh yeah.
Oh, so now it's my fault.
Yeah.
been
Well,
your
it was
fault the whole
about to be
time.
my fault because
What if
Chris kind of saved me on that one. That would have been.
okay,
He would
so
have killed Baka and healed him.
all right, so you are in this room. There is obviously broken. There's lots of damage from the combat. People are now starting to recover from the adrenaline. You have the bodies of the undead wait staff on the ground. You have pieces of Karen, the wife of Landau. Landau finally emerges from behind a tapestry, hiding in the corner. Apparently, he's a high-level magic user, but only likes to enchant things and doesn't like to fight. Go figure. He kneels down on the ground and he starts collecting the pieces of his wife's body and starts to put them in the close proximity to each other. And he doesn't speak. He basically, you can see the tears running down his face. What would you guys like to do?
Theoden, give her
I'm
a
gonna
go.
walk up to him and be like, put my hand on his shoulder and say,
Well,
"It's time."
wait, would she have been affected by my mass heal or no?
No, you targeted, but
I
I'm
didn't
saying,
target. It's a ward.
No, she wasn't
it only
affected.
does
She was considered an enemy. So she was.
Oh, okay.
Theoden, what you're gonna do is use that level 7 spell and basically revive her or create. I don't know what it's called again.
I mean, she's dead, obviously.
Well, she wasn't
I'm gonna get a
undead,
beverage.
and now she was undead, and now she was destroyed.
Maybe we should.
She's got pieces of her body in close proximity to each other. There was obviously something that made her into a lich.
Okay.
But now it's time for you guys to decide to do what you would like to do.
Hold on. Before we do anything, I think we should wait till the next day when we're all back at full before we try to revive her in case anything goes wrong. Because if she comes back, she's fucking lich still. We're gonna fucking
We'll
die.
take her with us. We'll take her back with the guy. We'll stay with him.
Why don't we just stay here for the night?
Stay here, but what with all
You
these?
want to take a dismembered dead body back into town?
No,
That's
we'll wrap it in something.
Yeah, just fucking. I'll sit on it.
I'm not putting it in the bag of holding with all our good stuff.
I don't think it's gonna fit in the purse of holding.
Landau-
It's in pieces.
Landau basically breaks out of his malaise and wipes his eyes and says, I don't mean to interject, guys, but if you want, this previously was my home. I do know the layout of this particular residence. If you'd like to stay here, you are welcome to stay here the night.
That's perfect.
I mean, that doesn't, you don't have to, but I just want to let yes, Theoden.
You think she's done now?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna check her pulse.
Okay, you check her pulse. You check the pulse. There's no pulse. Landau.
All right. That
Undead
answers
and
my
she's in
question.
pieces.
Okay, so now Landau answers your question. He basically says, through the years, my wife was desperate to become the most powerful magic user in the land, and she would use her in order to make my wife happy, I would make her more and more powerful magic items. I assume that one of those magic items turned her into this form, and somehow I cursed it accidentally. I don't know what item that was. I don't know what the deal is, but I know that she's like this because of me. It's my fault, and I'm sorry that I lied to you. It wasn't a lie; it was an omission of the truth, but that is a lie nonetheless, and I do apologize. I just felt if I told you the complete truth, you might not have come to help. I will consider myself forever in your debt if you could somehow bring my wife back to me in her former form.
Yeah,
Let's-
I'm just trying to find what the spell was called.
I'll find it for you.
And then he just slumps back down
It's a
and
level
gets
7 spell, Matt.
Wait,
it's-
a conjure
it's
celestial
resurrect.
is it
It's
divine
resurrection.
word?
It's resurrection.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Oh, but I looked it up. It said, all right, hold on.
Yeah, we can do it. Remember, it's a diamond worth 1,000,
Yeah, we have that all.
and it's like 100 years.
Yeah, we
As long
bought
as
it.
it's not by natural deaths.
So we're talking about the level 7 cleric spell resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one we're gonna use. That we
Absolutely.
prepped.
Okay. And you have how many
I have
diamonds
just
worth?
enough.
You have
No, you
how
have
many?
a lot more than that.
No, I know you have a lot more than that, but I'm saying is a single diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces or more. I know you have at least one, but do you have more than one? Just out of curiosity. I know you have
Well,
one.
in the pouch, yeah.
I think he has 3. I think.
Well, I mean, who's been keeping track? Who's supposed to be keeping track of
Matt's
this?
supposed to.
Matt,
I am.
how many? I know for a fact that you have 3. I think you have like 6 gems worth 500 or more. I know that for a fact.
7.
7 gems worth 500 or
I
more.
gave him an
And I
extra
know
one.
you have 1 gem worth 1,000 or more. Do you have more than 1 gem worth 1,000 or more on your sheet?
No.
Yeah, so basically you have 1 gem. Now, like I described to you previously, out of game, player to DM, you can use gems diamonds equaling 1,000 or more, but the DC will be higher for success.
Yeah.
So, but because the requirement of the spell is that it has to be a single diamond worth 1,000 of gold or more. So you have
But
one of those, but you have 1, so you don't have to worry about that for the moment.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to do, guys? Let's talk it out.
Will it work because we tore her to pieces?
Should. This should
Well, I mean, it's resurrection.
Yeah, but
it's
like
supposed-
You touch a
that doesn't
dead
mean
creature-
we can resurrect her, but she might be torn in half,
the
resurrected.
spell-
But
spell
it might
restores
be
all
like
mortal
resurrection, like it
and
might
missing
fold
body parts.
everything back together.
Oh, okay. It does.
So,
It does reclaim missing body parts.
Well,
It's like
hearing
Legos.
hearing this conversation, hearing this conversation, Landau basically tries to play like Mr. Potato Head with her body parts, tries to find her eye and put it back in, and trying to make sure her thigh and her legs are as close as possible to each other. He's he's doing his
That's
best.
fair. That's a good way to do it.
So
Maybe pop the thumb in with your knuckle a little bit.
okay. So
Let's just cast it.
do you
No,
inspect?
well,
do you-
let's wait till
do you-
tomorrow, because seriously, like, I don't want to go through fucking shit and die. Because
He wants his wife.
he can wait
He
a fucking
says-
day.
he says, gentlemen, again, I'm obviously anxious, as of course. I'm excited. I'm hoping that nothing happens between today and tomorrow that makes you change your mind. So of course I'm anxious. But if you need to rest and you'd like to spend the night in the residence, it's not, I'm not against it. But what should we do this at dawn? At the crack of dawn?
That
6
sounds
a.m.?
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, why not?
I
Just-
doubt I'll be able to sleep. I will probably stay in this chamber with my wife's
You
body.
got any brews?
A nice morning sunset, or
my
Sunrise would be nice.
my wife threw me out of this residence once she turned into this. She told me that I think it might have been the curse that caused her to lose her love for me, or she began to resent me after I mean, she was no longer alive. She was an undead creature, so I guess love was burned out of her heart, and lust and whatnot. She no longer had interest for that when she was changed. So she told me to leave. So I don't know how well stocked the cupboard is. I haven't lived here in a long time. So
Well,
you're welcome. He points the direction where the kitchen is.
Yeah.
Through the doors that you came in through and just around the other side. It's a short distance away. You literally can call out to each other and hear each other's voices on the same level. So Theoden, are you heading off to the kitchen to see if it's got
I am going to see if he has any grog.
So not only do you find lots of dried meats that you can basically create a platter with, dried meats and cheeses.
Oh, I'm taking
And also,
those.
absolutely, you're munching away in the kitchen within earshot of the rest of the group with the doors open. And you do find 2 caskets of ale that have been there for a long time. You suspect that none of the undead creatures has been drinking ale. So it's
Nice.
been there for a really long time.
I'm taking them.
So absolutely. So you now have the 2 casks of ale. You tapped one. You're drinking, having a good old time. What is everybody else doing? He tells you
Sitting.
that upstairs is several bed chambers that can be used if you so desire, or if
I'll
you want,
find it later.
or if you want, you can camp out here in this room. He says that he's going to stay in this room until dawn because he doesn't want to leave the presence of his wife.
I'm going to grab some meat and cheese, and I'll feed my pets in the
Easy.
same room.
Makes sense.
And I'll
That's
play
easy enough.
my mandolin.
Easy enough. So
Okay.
make a performance check, please.
Yeah, I haven't made one of those in a long time.
Performance check, mandolin.
Guidance.
What is
You
the mandolin
can
modifier?
guide him.
Like,
You can
what is the modifier?
use your. You know what?
Performance?
I'll
It's
tell you what.
charisma.
I had a higher thing than performance.
I'll tell you what. Well, no, it should be performance though. I'm sorry. It definitely should be performance.
I think I'm.
It just means that honestly, you haven't played much, and it reflects it. Let's face it, you haven't in real life really played the mandolin much. How good are you going to be at it if you don't get practice on a regular basis? So, what is your role with your performance modifier?
It was 16.
And now Piab,
I don't know why I had a +4 written down at level 1 though, and I never changed it.
Well, maybe it never changed for some reason.
Because you're proficient in it, maybe.
Oh, maybe that's the reason why. Because then it would be.
Be a +8. Does it double?
It would be plus. If I'm proficient, it would be +7. So it would be.
Oh, there you go. So make it
21.
into what wasn't it? Didn't you say it's 16? Does that go to a 19?
It was 14 +2, but then it would be actually 21.
Okay,
It's
cool.
+5.
21 Piab, would you like to give him guidance? Because you notice
Yes, I would.
read an extra D4. Piab wants to enjoy the strumming nature.
That's 25.
25. So we're talking a virtuoso performance, guys. It's actually really surprising how good he is, considering the fact that the guy never plays. So it's like it must be some sort of natural innate talent that he has. And it's actually quite soothing. And you could tell, honestly, Baka, that it changes the mood. All the anxiety and all of the stress from the battle seems to seep away from everyone's joints and muscles, and it makes it that much easier to relax after that tense combat.
Chris, I have a homebrew question.
Yes.
Since I guess I'm proficient in the mandolin.
Yes.
Would I technically gain my reliable talent bonus for it?
I don't know. I don't listen. Considering the fact, let me put it to you this way. So long as you don't turn yourself into somehow kind of like some kind of homebrew bard and affect combat, I don't care.
No, that's
I
not
don't
what
care.
my intention was.
I'm just saying, I don't care how high you roll on your mandolin checks. If you want to be like the best mandolin player in the world, I don't care.
I was just curious because you let it go for my lock picking, so
so you know what? You want to be reliable with your mandolin.
I'm probably never gonna play it again.
Go for it. You never know. You might have to convince somebody that soothe the savage beast at some point.
I might play over everyone's dead body at the final battle.
And it's not a bad idea. Reliable talent on your mandolin does not hurt me. Or does anyone object to his reliable talent with the mandolin?
Fine. I don't care.
No.
What was that?
Go ahead, explain it to him, Baka.
Explain
to Theoden what you would like.
Yeah, I would get, no matter what I roll, if I roll a 1 through 10, I would always roll a 10 while playing the mandolin. At least a base 10. So it'd be my roll.
And what are you for a performance?
Just for the mandolin.
Yeah, just to play the mandolin.
Nothing else.
Do you object, Theoden? Do you object?
You know what?
I say you have to trade a different proficiency for it.
What?
Specifically, sneak.
What a bunch of
dexterity
ball
saves.
busters. I love it. I love it.
You have to
All right,
trade.
I'm just fucking kidding. I'm not leaving it up to Theoden. Yes, you can have it. We're crying out loud. Of course you can have it.
I will trade
I
1 million platinum.
Okay,
so million platinum? I'll take 1 million platinum so you can have
you guys almost with
talent.
the zippered pouch of holding, you almost have 1 million platinum. So let's not even go.
I mean, I have all Theoden's money and he doesn't know what he has. So
this is true. If you decided to spend extra, he wouldn't even notice. So anyway, is there anything that evening that you guys would like to do besides dining on the moldy cheese and the dried meats? And
you never told me it was moldy.
Well, I mean, they don't need to eat, so the cheese has probably been there for a really long time. I mean, but cheese is cheese. You eat on the road what you can get your hands on.
And you pick the mold off.
Exactly.
And I'll eat the mold.
Hey, listen, you're a warlock. I'm sure the mold is the best part.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I want to ask
Yes,
Landau, what item do you think corrupted her?
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Sirach.
Okay.
We'll say he gets advantage because my mood music.
Hey, listen, why not?
Advantage.
You're not a bard,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know if you gave everybody
I'll
that.
take it. Nat 20.
A nat 20. Awesome. So nat 20 turns it into a what? Just out of curiosity.
With you said persuasion, right?
Persuasion, yes.
27.
Nice. Awesome. So you remember distinct. I hear like a sound, like a.
The bird behind.
Oh, it's a bird. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
okay.
bird
I thought it was some
speaking.
kind of. I thought that's
Bird.
totally cool. I thought it was some kind of like mechanical thing with the microphones. I was like,
Nope.
somebody lower their shit. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she's a little weird sometimes.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So
Just grab your BB gun.
No.
Oh, you have a real gun. Even better.
No.
Anyway,
so
persuasion.
Sirach
Why does
and
this guy have
Landau-
a? Why does he have a pet? Why is he allowed to have a pet? Here's a suggestion. He wants to kill a bird.
So Sirach
Oh,
and
I was
Landau are having a
joking.
private
shit.
conversation.
Oh, you didn't know I
Gentlemen,
was joking.
gentlemen.
I know you were,
So
but I'll
in
take
that
Chester.
conversation off to the
Hey,
side while
bud.
Sirach and Landau are talking, he basically goes over to the body and he lowers the top of her dress like this. And you notice there is a small, very supple necklace that would be pretty much unnoticed. And he looks at Sirach and goes, and the funny thing is, Sirach, that you do remember kind of vaguely, you wouldn't have thought of it otherwise, but you do remember that at the beginning of the fight, when the conversation was happening before combat broke out, that she did talk about the gifts and did touch her neck like this. You do distinctly remember, but you wouldn't have thought of it unless he actually showed it to you. Underneath the line of her dress is a small, supple gold necklace that looks like, honestly, you wouldn't even never have thought it would be worth anything. And he says, I think it's this. I think that this is the source of the curse.
Okay. I believe we should take it off if you don't mind, and we should dispose of it.
I absolutely. I think that's if you
Can
think if you think that that's wise.
Can I check it?
Check it how?
Just
What would you like to do?
Cast identify and detect magic to find out. what it does.
Absolutely. So it's easy enough to do your 10-minute ritual while it's still on the neck of the body. And after 10 minutes, you determine that it is an item that is absolutely that you try to find a particular name or you can just tell that it is absolutely cursed. It is kind of like, imagine that he was trying to create a magical necklace and he rolled a natural one. It's basically one of those situations that Landau rolled a natural one and created the opposite of what he was trying to accomplish. And in such, he basically gave power to his wife, but took away her humanity, took away her life, and turned her into the Lich. It's basically a homebrew item. It's not something that, yeah, but it is absolutely cursed. And
What would it do if someone wore it?
Landau says, if you're asking Landau says,
No, I was
that
asking you
oh,
actually.
you're asking player to DM?
Yeah.
I think it would be more fun for you to find out.
That's a little meta game.
I think it'd be more fun for you to find out. All I'll say is that the identify spell was unclear, only that it was definitely a cursed item. And if you were to ask Landau would say that I'm not really sure what it was that I did wrong with this. But I'm pretty sure that the curse is from my fault and that it derives from this necklace.
Okay. Well, I will dispose of it if you'd like.
Absolutely. Make a strength check, Baka.
Yeah. Natural one.
You can't get it off. The clasp will not open, and you cannot break it free.
Théoden, get over here, buddy.
Théoden, with his gauntlets of ogre strength and his belt of giant strength. What would you like to do, Théoden? What would you like to do?
Rip that shit off.
Make a strength check.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Oh, it's Ooh. 25.
The mighty Théoden reaches this supple thing, cannot stop the mighty Théoden. He wraps his hands between and underneath the bracelet and goes to pull. And with the force of your strength, you basically almost decapitate her. And
it was almost as soft as Baka's vagina.
Yes, but okay, that wasn't very cool. But having said that, the chain does not come off, even with your mighty strength.
What?
Didn't come off.
Wow. Way to
Oh,
not
the
perform that in
the way
proper
the way you
moment.
were describing it, I thought it breath right off.
Yeah, nope, didn't come off. You was confident. You felt powerful. You gave it your all. Didn't come off.
Gave it your all, and then she found out you had a 2-inch pecker.
That's it. That's it.
Well, we all knew that.
Well, might as well decapitate her to
Yeah,
get
we
it
did.
off.
We did roll for
I've
that.
already chopped her up enough.
Wait, you
That's a
gotta
good point.
don't ask for Landau's permission.
Landau looks.
Wait, so is it
Landau is
like
Land.
We
I'm
need
sorry,
to
go
get it
ahead.
off, Landau.
is it
Why don't
like
you why don't you try like
I don't
What?
have any spells for that.
Satan, why don't you try to like remove the curse?
But what I'm asking, it's cursed.
Yes.
All right. Fuck it.
All right.
What level
Yeah.
spell? What level spell is remove curse?
I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
All right.
All right.
Level 3.
Do you have a level 3 spell slot, Daden?
Oh yeah.
Would you like to cast remove curse?
Yeah.
So you ask a loon to remove the curse, and in a moment, instantaneously, it turns, liquefies, and falls away to nothing. It is
Oh.
now all gone and off of the neck of.
Oh, I didn't even hear that it was cursed. I must have.
That's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us, Daden. You were busy
It
eating
happens
cheese
too
and drinking
often.
beer. You were busy eating cheese, moldy cheese, and drinking beer. So, what would you guys? Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
I'll take the necklace and
The,
walk.
the
out of
necklace.
the-
It's
the
melted.
the necklace
it melted?
liquefied and fell
Oh,
apart.
oh, okay.
The reaction that it got from the remove curse led you to believe.
Come on, Chris. I
it-
wanted to keep that.
It led you to believe that the only effect that it had was to basically curse someone and had no other types of abilities, and that it could only do harm. And the
Alright.
choice of using a remove curse destroyed the item.
Fair enough.
Landau
All right.
really screwed up with that one.
All right.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do before bedding down for the night? Because I know that you want to wait for dawn in order to cast the spell, the resurrection.
You know what?
I'm good.
I'm gonna Landau.
Yes.
Wait, the item's gone. Never mind. Forget it. We'll be
What,
fine.
what were you? I'm just.
I
out of
was just
curiosity.
gonna maybe.
We have
suggest
nothing to do
wrap-
but talk.
I know, but it was an ill suggestion. I was just gonna suggest maybe wrapping her body around a rope just in case. She was quite fearsome.
You mean tying up the body?
Yes, in case
While
when
we
we bring her
sleep?
back, in case she is hostile.
Well, I mean, that's. I mean,
don't
I
want
can
to,
try.
but
I can try. Do you have rope? I mean,
I do. I have plenty of.
Well,
rope.
I will help you if you want. I mean, I don't.
It's
I'm
it's
not,
up to you. I just don't want to.
So check this out. It's going to be a difficult DC only because
box.
the body is in so many pieces. It's very difficult to tie someone up who's already in pieces. But you'll get advantage on the roll because you've asked Landau to help you. So it's almost Landau is assisting you. So Baka, make a
What do you
make
like?
a
sewing it
make a
together?
survival or a performance check. Performance or survival, whichever's higher,
Just drop
at
my dice.
at advantage, to see if you can somehow secure the body even though it's in separate pieces.
Survival or performance? All right,
Survival or
I'll
performance.
take survival. Yeah, that's a 16 plus 7, so that's 23.
23. You try your hardest. It takes about an hour and a half. You think that you've got a finger on it, especially with a high roll like that, but the DC was 25.
No
and
shit.
you are
Wow.
unsuccessful
All right.
in securing the body because of the fact that the body's in pieces.
All right. Well, whatever.
You thought that you almost one of those deals where you basically think that you got the knot tied at the last minute, it pulls free like shit. So is there anything that anyone else would like to do before the following day comes?
I'm good.
What
Oh,
about you,
good.
Sirach? Anything?
No, I'm good.
Baka?
Yeah, I
Well-
don't think I have anything.
David, anything you'd like
All
to
right.
do?
You know what?
Oh,
Can I
no,
make
I'm
bullet?
good.
No shit. Yeah. Can I make bullets for the revolver? Maybe?
You're gonna have it's gonna be a high DC only because
I
you've never
understand.
seen it before.
I've never done it. So
Yes. So yeah, give me an intelligence check, just to see if you can analyze and understand the new type of round that it uses.
that was only 12.
No, you needed higher than that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
One of those deals
no
where,
worries.
but if you go to a shop where someone can basically show you how to do it, if you let's say if you were to see someone like Perry in Flitwick, Percy in Flitwick, he probably could give you a little bit of a
I remembered what I wanted to do now.
go for it. What's up?
I got the new spell sending. I want to use it to try to communicate with Parthasnax. But if you think
You're sure you can do whatever you can
want
do
me
whatever
to
you
wait
want.
till next session?
No, you
do
can do
that.
whatever you want. You want to in that night. You want to talk to Parthasnax. Go for it.
Yeah, I want to try.
Just to refresh the memory of the people who are watching a few episodes back, Parthasnax is a blue-scaled dragonborn wizard, hailing from a tower just outside the starting town of this campaign way back in 2019, about 60 or 65 episodes ago. Parthasnax was one of the first quest givers and told them about the dwarven rune caves and et cetera, et cetera. He had a mental illness. He was hoping that they would find an item in one of the 6 dwarven rune caves that would help him manage his mental illness. Apparently, they did not find anything. They returned using the Helm of Teleportation, Theoden's Helm of Teleportation, to see what was going on with Parthasnax, to visit Flitwick. I don't remember the reason why they visited, but it's irrelevant regardless. When they went, obviously some sort of attack had happened in his tower. They found the unconscious body of his bodyguard, Roland. And Roland turned around and said he went nuts. He had one of his manic, depressive, schizophrenic moments, went nuts, attacked me, and stormed off. Roland asked the group, could you, or at least part of the group, could you come with me to try to find Parthasnax? But unfortunately, they did not go with them. So they decided to return to the group because of a time situation.
Oh, I love how his name's canon now.
So that's yeah, right. We used to be Parthasnax, now it's Parthasnax. So, Baka, you'd like to reach out to Parthasnax.
Yeah, so I think I'm unfamiliar with sending, but I think I can send up to 25 words.
Yes, that's how it works. Just, I'm not going to count the words because it's kind of annoying. Just keep it short and sweet, and so that we don't have to go aggravation.
Okay, sending now. Parthasnax, this is Baka. We met months ago, and you told us to go to the Dwarven Ruins. We heard you were lost. Where are you? Are you okay?
Okay, good enough. Close enough. There's a delay, and suddenly in your ear, you hear the voice of Parthasnax. It's like a deep growl kind of voice, but with a certain politeness to it that you're familiar with. It's been a while since you've heard him speak to you. And he goes, he says,
2 years almost.
Yeah. He says, Baka, I remember you. I appreciate your attempt to heal me, but now it is too late, as all hope is lost. If you found the item, disregard. I don't need it anymore. And that's all you hear. Now, how many times can you cast sending? How many spell slots?
Well, it's as many spell slots as I have.
How many do you have? I just want to keep track of that.
I used. Did I use it? No, this is the first one I've used. First level spell, third level spell I used today. So I should have one more. Yeah, I have 2 spell slots.
Okay, go for it. If you want to reach out and answer him, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna use second level again, or the second one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, we know about the upcoming battle with Kotoa. We should meet up soon. Where are you?
There's a delay, and then you hear his voice in your head, and he says, I've done horrible things. Don't worry about me. Continue with your mission.
So emo.
There is no hope for me. The end is near.
Oh my god, he's so melodramatic. All right, I'm gonna reiterate what happened, what he said to the team.
Okay. Cool. So you basically, it's easy enough for you basically to just say everything. You guys heard his side of the conversation, and then he filled you in on what you didn't hear from Parthasnax. Okay. Is there anything that you guys would like to discuss in regards? Or is there anything else you'd like to do before the next day?
He's up to no good.
Yeah, so he did something bad. He probably is helped the brood of Kotoa.
If we actually helped him, he probably would have betrayed us.
All right. Well, I got nothing
Maybe.
else.
The only thing I could say is that you could tell from the sound of his voice, he sounded depressed. I'm not sure if my acting got that through, but he sounded depressed to you. He didn't sound manic. He didn't sound crazy. He just sounded really depressed.
Really resigned, maybe.
Yeah, that's how he felt. Like resigned to his fate, whatever that fate may be. All right.
Okay.
So is there anything else anyone would like to do? Okay,
Just,
so
cuddle with Ari.
we advanced to the following day. Luckily you were not attacked in the night by undead or otherwise. No one decided to set up either like an alarm or a post or a watch or anything. But luckily
What?
nothing came and attacked you in the middle of the night. Now you reached dawn.
I mean, well, technically we have
You do have
Josh,
pets.
Bird,
You have pets. You have
and I
owls.
thought
yes.
I instinctively set up alarm no matter what. I just thought.
All right. So going from this point forward, that's what we will do. I will automatically assume.
I mentioned that a long time ago.
You probably did. Whatever. I just would love to catch you guys, but whatever. The point is so it is the 19th, the morning of the 19th. It's one day away from when you have an appointment, I think, in Julie's Enchantments to pick up the pieces of your gun, Baka. But that's a day away. So 6 a.m. as the rooster crows, 10/19/257. As you wake up, the body is there. Landau looks like he barely slept. You can see the rings of red around his eyes. He probably stayed up most of the night. I mean, who could sleep? What would you guys like to do?
Go do your thing, Thaden.
Mr. Thaden, would you like to cast Resurrection on Karen?
I
Landau's
don't know now. I'm kind of in a weird mood this morning.
Are all pieces of jewelry off of the body?
make an investigation check, Pia.
If I help him, can I give him advantage?
Sure. Roll with advantage, Pia.
Thank fuck. Oh my god, 21.
21.
The first one was a 5.
Okay. There are other items of jewelry. It's easy enough to take them off. There's a couple of rings. There's earrings. It's easy enough to take them off. Doesn't seem
Hair clips, everything.
Exactly, everything. There doesn't seem to be any kind of magical enchantment of fixing them to the body. They're easy enough to remove.
Can I just check them out just to make sure they're not harmful?
Sure, absolutely. So, which one do you cast? Detect magic or identify?
Just
identify will take 10 minutes.
I'm gonna assume they're magical, so I guess I identify.
Okay, so just to give you a heads up, there are 6 items. It will take you 60 minutes, so it's going to take you an hour. So let's go to 7 a.m. Listen, but that's in D&D time. That's only 10 seconds. The point is you guys wait an hour. It's 7 a.m. You identify. You get no response from all 6 of the items, which leads you to believe that it's possible that they're just trinkets and they're not magical.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to put them off to this. I'm going to hand them to Landau.
Landau takes them and he nods to you and says, "Thank you." You can see this really hopeful look on his face. He's like very, very excited about the idea that you guys are going to do this for him. So what's next?
Thaden.
Thaden seems like he's changing his mind.
Oh, of course.
No, I'm gonna just do it.
So so you're just going to do it. All right. So here's the deal. Here's how we'll run it.
Well, yeah, we have to turn it into like a thing, don't we?
It's a little bit of a thing. It's a little bit of a ritual into itself. There's going to be a DC. Okay, I'm going to secretly hold on to the DC.
Okay.
And based on what Theoden says and does, and based on whatever words or offerings the 3 of you do, if it's impressive, it will lower the DC.
Let's get our offerings together.
So
3 of you.
3 of you, meaning Thaden's got to do his thing, and the 3 of you, meaning Baka, Sirach.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, let's get our offerings together.
Baka, Sirach, and Pia don't have to theoretically do anything, but if you do something or give something or make a show of it, it makes it easier on the roll.
Give something.
I'll give something.
And it does not have to be monetary value. It's not about monetary value. With these offerings, it could be something symbolic. It could be something sentimental. It's not necessarily.
But when we give it, we don't get it back. Right?
When you give it, you don't get it back. Exactly right. It becomes I guess part of the ceremony and is destroyed.
Fuck.
So let's start with Thaden. Thaden, how do you set up the body? What do you do?
I'm gonna get all the she's in pieces, right?
She's in pieces, but the pieces are close to each other.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just make sure everything's touching, kind of.
Cool.
You know how you fix a cigarette?
Exactly.
Just shove it in there,
Shove it in there. Absolutely.
and
So-
then I'm
So
gonna kneel before her.
do you have the material component?
Well, yeah.
Which one do you use?
The $1,000, the $1,000,
So you
10,000, whatever.
So you take the 1,000 gold piece worth
1,000.
diamond, single diamond, and place it on her chest. And then what do you do?
I'll grab the sides of her head, and I'll dip out and down so it doesn't look creepy.
Mhm.
And then I'll say, Alune, bring this woman back to her husband, for he has been in sorrow since he has made a mistake, and now he has forgiven himself. And then I'm going to shake her,
Okay.
and that's when it's going to happen.
Okay. Now is the time. Who will go first? Who will make the offerings?
I'll do it.
Go for it, Pia. What do you do?
The moment I met Karen, she told me that she was not undead and that she was forever. Please allow her to actually come back and live on with her husband forever. And then I'm going to take my Alzando necklace of shifting resistance and place it on her chest.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, that was better than mine.
That's not true. That's not
I don't
true. I
have
think it was
any-
both very good. Okay,
Sirach
so
good,
now
actually.
before Sirach goes, Landau leans forward and sits down on his knees and cradles his wife's face, gives her a soft, slow kiss, which is kind of creepy, only in the fact that she's like gray and dead in pieces. But he
Hey,
obviously doesn't seem to mind. In his
don't
mind,
kink
that's his
shame.
wife, regardless. Never kink shame. Never kink shame, folks. And he says, I don't know about this Alune, but I hope that wherever Alune is, that she hears the prayer of these brave adventurers and brings you back to me, my love. I'm sorry for what I've done.
Well, when I was I'm still got to be shaking her.
Okay, got you. So you're giving she's vibrating like a vibrating bed
Yeah.
in the Poconos. Absolutely. So
Yes.
Sirach, what would you like to do?
All right.
I think I know where this is going.
Oh, this you know where it's going.
Wait, what?
Oh, go on.
Oh, okay. So I'm going
Sacrifice
to.
the gnome.
I know we've brought it up before, but I think it's a thing now. I'm going to take 2 of my stale muffins.
Stale muffins.
I'm going to put them
Yeah.
down.
What
and
flavor? What flavor?
a
What's
banana
left
nut.
over? Banana
and,
nut.
She's allergic. The DC goes up.
and a cranberry.
Cranberry.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad
yeah.
choices.
So I'm going to put them down.
Are these the final two muffins?
No, I still have 3 more after
Okay.
that.
Do you, Sirach, enjoy banana nut and cranberry?
I do.
Okay, so then it was
More
a sacrifice.
cranberry than the banana nut.
Then it
but
was a sacrifice. Please continue.
It was a sacrifice. And I will say as I put them down, I offer these muffins in hopes that Karen will return to us and bake delicious muffins with her husband on the weekend.
Outstanding.
That's great.
Outstanding. I love it. Go for it. What's next?
You right?
Go for it.
You're up.
I'm gonna play a tune with the mandolin
Nice.
and offering.
Nice.
A tune.
Are you gonna give the
I'm
mandolin?
gonna play a warm tune, very cheerful.
Very cheerful, warm tune with the mandolin.
The
What
key-
do you think that do you sing any words?
I
I will not force you as a player to sing words. I'm just curious. I'm not going to force you.
Yeah, Baka
But I'm just curious.
Baka can actually sing a little bit. He can sing well enough.
Is there let's say you compose some sort of ballad. What would the ballad be about? What would the story of the ballad be?
Healing and peace.
Healing and peace. Okay, cool. Outstanding. Nice.
And I'll say at the end, I wish you healing and peace.
Absolutely. Very cool. So
And then
it's on you, Theoden.
Well, I gotta roll, don't I? 'Cause I could
No,
fish.
not really.
I could
not
roll a
really.
shit ballot.
No, bullshit, because you got reliable talent now.
I
You got a
wanna roll
minimum of
anyways.
25. You're good. Roll anyways.
I rolled a natural 20.
You roll an extra 20. Well,
Yeah, I
you're
did.
getting full credit for it anyway.
Okay.
Are we doing an app or no?
I would like to do it in the app. Yes.
All right.
Oh,
So,
shit.
is there
Oh,
any more?
do we-
So I think the
Yeah,
room
this is a big
disappeared.
thing.
I will create. There's a new room. It's called Vampire 7. And when I say by room, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the app that we use in order to verify roles. Sometimes I do, honor
I got a
system,
connection-
but
I got
something
a
like this.
connection error. Oh,
Do?
there it is.
I have Baka at the table.
What is it again?
Vampire 7. Vampire 7. I have Sirach at the table. I need Theoden at the table because Theoden is the one that's going to be making the roll.
Vampire
7.
7.
Vampire 7. Okay, so I will make it fair and square. I will tell you exactly what the effect of this was. Okay. The number started out at a 12. It went down to 10 because of what Theoden did to start. It went down to 8 because of what Pia did, went down to 6 because of what Sirach did, and then it went down to 4 because of what Baka did. So the DC is 4.
I
Oh.
get flashbacks. I'm no Sirakis.
The DC is 4.
Oh, you gotta just get a 2. Yeah, no problem, guys.
So Theoden, I just want you to make a D20 roll, not considering any kind of proficiency, not considering it's on a bonus. I just want you to make a
No
D20 roll.
bonuses.
No bonuses. I just want you to roll a 4 or higher on the.
Oh my god!
What is your wisdom? What is your
Oh
wisdom?
my God.
What is your wisdom proficiency?
Are you serious, Matt?
What's your wisdom proficiency, Matt?
I knew that shit was gonna
His
happen.
proficiency is like, I don't
Plus
know.
5?
Yeah.
Is your wisdom a
my-
plus
I
5?
got my one thing went.
His skill bone, his
No,
skill.
just his wisdom. Just his wisdom. Wisdom. Is wisdom bonus.
I think this is a +4 or +5.
My wisdom bonus.
Yeah. What is your wisdom score? Let's do it
5.
that way. What's your wisdom score?
20.
20, so it's a plus 5. Well, I was just kidding with you, actually. So he rolled a 2. 2 plus 5 is a 7.
Failing at the
So,
critical moment.
so 2 plus 5 is a 7. He needed a 4 or
No
higher. He succeeded.
fucking
Yes.
way.
So as you say the words 2 and you shake the body, above you appears a kind of astral cloud, and the snowflakes begin to fall in and around your body, and the body first starts to turn color from gray to pink. As the color begins to return, you notice that the body parts that are separate begin to form together, first with a kind of scar, and then you notice the scar tissue begin to disappear, and she lays there, and for a moment you think it didn't work, because while the body regenerated to a degree where it didn't have damage, she didn't wake up. Her eyes were closed, and Landau begins to get nervous and goes, "Did it work? Did it work?" And then she goes, and she wakes up.
I think it worked.
Yes, and she starts to cry immediately while lying on the ground. Landau pushes you out of the way, Theoden, with more strength than you thought was possible. Obviously, it's the strength of emotion that.
I let it slide.
Yeah, and he grabs her and he tells her. He starts crying over her. She's crying too. She's saying, "I'm so sorry. It wasn't me. I don't know what took over me. I don't understand why I was acting the way I was." And then he's telling her, "No, shh. It was me. It was my item that did it to you. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault." And then she smiles and they kiss. And after the kiss, the deep, expression-full kiss, he looks at her and goes, "Well, I still wanted to be a very powerful magic user, so it wasn't all you." And they share a giggle. And she says, "I hope you'll still make me items." And he says, "Stop it with the items." And then they laugh to each other. And they embrace each other, and it's a warm moment of kind of this. You get this sense of sense of accomplishment that you guys actually brought her back for her husband. When after that moment ceases, he says to you, "Gentlemen, there will be costs involved for raw materials for whatever it is that you would like, but time is not under my control. But whatever it is that you would like, I will make it for you. So make sure that there is an item that you have in mind that you would like." Because
Here
just
we
a singular
go.
item, or
Well, it would. Well, it would make. Well, it would make sense. It would make.
Slow down.
Well, it will. It makes sense that I have to make all of these items, and I'm sure they'll take time and massive, massive stuff. I definitely have to, at the very least, create one item each, and that will take time. After that, we can discuss. I'm
I
sure
can only
that
pick one item.
I'm sure we're
now.
back. I'm sure we're back I'm back in business. He insinuates basically that that once he's created at least one item for each of you, that he's willing to go back into the magic shop and.
Oh wait, so is this a pick any item we want? Like
It's basically a pick any item that you want.
like a
and-
wish ring?
Well, there's limits even to Landau's abilities.
Can he
But,
make a Morgul blade?
Can he make a what?
A Morgul blade.
I don't know. I guess what we need to do,
We already
honestly,
have the legendary hammer.
check this out, guys. This will probably be towards the end of the episode. You've got basically a week to think about. Well, actually, no, 2 weeks because we're off next week because of Memorial Day. I would suggest you guys, each of you, do a little bit of research and figure out what item in the Monster Manual Player's Handbook on the internet that you would like, keeping in mind that you'll still have to pay something for the raw materials and it will take time for him to complete it. But at the very least, think of one, and yes, Baka, perhaps two. Items that you absolutely would like, and then when we play next time, he'll start to work on those items for you. You don't have to answer right now, but so is there anything that anyone would like to say or do before we end the episode? Because
No.
we definitely went long. So Theoden is good.
I
Baka,
think we all put our arms around each other and watch them and smile, and
yeah,
then like fade to black.
absolutely, sounds good. So Sirach, any last minute?
Nah, I don't like that.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like that.
Well, we can do it. It could be all
My
cutesy
hand
and
has to
romantic,
be lowered
and
down
then-
to Pia and Sarai.
So as the screen, so the camera is backing off as their arms are around each other from a view of behind them.
and then
Camera's
Theoden
backing
rips a
up.
big fart.
No, what happens is as the screen is fading to black, the hands on the shoulders, his hand goes down, and
Yeah.
and squeezes the hand.
That's it.
His face is
That's
black.
it. That's
So
it.
that this has been our 36th episode of Shenanigans ttRPG. We play Dungeons and Dragons usually on Monday nights, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We had to start a little later tonight, but we got it done. Sorry if we were expecting to take a break, but it just ran late. Might as well just go straight through. I want to thank everybody who took the time to watch. We sincerely appreciate you. We will not play next week because next week is Memorial Day. We will return with episode number 38 on Monday, June 7th. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have anything you'd like to say to the audience, please feel free to do so.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching, if you were, and wish you the best.
Absolutely.